Black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am black business.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am black business. I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am black business. I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am black business. I am black business.
Social media is evolving. It's more vibrant, more colorful, more energetic, and so are you. It's not just photos anymore. It's video, it's audio, it's subscriptions. And now there's Fanbase, a new monetized social network. Fanbase delivers the complete native app experience with full content monetization for every user. No algorithms that shadow ban your engagement or growth, and no ads. Follow anyone for free and subscribe directly to your favorite creators for $4.99 a month. Plus, show some love by tipping on any post. Also, make a Fanbase page and monetize your content the same way. Finally, connect with your followers by posting the amazing content you already create. And now, get paid for it. It's time to energize and monetize, because everyone's a fan of something and everyone has a fan base.
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools. We help them implement, I love to leave the inherited lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income, and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car.
Wow.
I nearly lost it all.
Wow.
When I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it. If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that? Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wallace.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it. To kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur, or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? That business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaders, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations. Welcome. You have arrived at STEM City, USA. It is what every city should be. A safe and trusted community where you find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond. STEM City is unlike anything you have ever experienced. It is a digital twin of the world around you, only better. STEM City is about energy and soul renewal. It is more than a digital world. You can almost feel the power of live cultural events, music, and theater. STEM City promises a better future for children, with caring mentors and hands-on activities, with dedicated tutors to support our youth. STEM City is your passport to a healthy lifestyle, with weekly events addressing our community's many issues. STEM City is your financial well-being, with helpful information on wealth management, career advancement, job training, and so much more. STEM City is the community you deserve. It is the city where your dreams can come true. STEM City USA, a place in the sky that is accessible to all who reach for the stars.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sidney Wormsby, and I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our first speaker this afternoon is Dr. Tabitha Russell. She's a distinguished figure in the world of transformational speaking, celebrated as an international keynote speaker, best-selling author, and a financial expert. With over 2 decades of experience in the financial literacy industry, she passionately champions the cause of financial empowerment. Dr. Russell's mission is clear: to empower individuals, corporate entities, and collegiate audiences to take control of their lives, to achieve financial freedom, and to attain stability and security. She's known affectionately as the Money Makeover Mogul. Dr. Tabitha is a trusted guide on the path to financial success. She's graced the stages of prestigious corporate events across the United States and international platforms to boot, captivating large audiences with her heart-stirring keynote speeches. Dr. Russell's commitment to women's empowerment led to the creation of Inside Inspired Women, LLC, a platform that equips savvy businesswomen with the tools they need to elevate their lives through workshops, resources, education, and coaching. I introduce to you Dr. Tabitha Russell. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I almost missed that. No, doctor. You work too hard. You work too hard and too long for those accomplishments, right? Don't let them pass. Don't let them pass.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No worries. As we say, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Tabitha Russell, and on today, I would like to talk with you about cultivating a wealth mindset for unstoppable success through collaboration. I will say that collaboration has become one of the things that I am most passionate about in the marketplace, because I realize that in the world of business, there's a lot that goes on a regular basis that sometimes become very challenging to most business owners. So in the high, fast-paced, and highly competitive marketplace of business, cultivating a wealth mindset is essential for achieving unstoppable success. However, what truly sets apart the most successful individuals and businesses is their ability to harness the power of collaboration over competition. Let's explore how to cultivate a wealth mindset and leverage collaboration techniques to thrive in the marketplace. I don't know about you, but I have been an entrepreneur, a business owner, well over 20 years. Over the course of time, I've found that it is very, very competitive out there. Like, everybody wants to outdo the next person. So having a wealth mindset is not just about cultivating riches. It's a holistic approach to success that encompasses financial prosperity, personal growth and meaningful impact. And today I want to talk with you about a few techniques on how to develop and nurture this mindset. And the first thing is that we want to embrace abundance, meaning that you want to shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. You want to understand that there are limitless opportunities, resources, and potential collaborators in the marketplace. And so by believing in abundance, you open yourself up to the world of possibilities, meaning that you expect abundance to come to you. And with that being said, you're like, probably, how does that apply to having a wealth mindset for business? It's simple, meaning that you go into collaboration as a means to be able to help as well as serve. And so you're not just always looking at how it is that I can get something out of everything that you come across, but also how it is that you can give back and how it is that you can help others to become successful. Because let's face it, when I set out on a path to become a business owner, a lot of the tools that I needed were not readily at my disposal, meaning that I had to do some research. And I also spent lots of hard days trying to figure out how to be a successful business owner. Of course, we all have the end goal of wanting to be successful and ultimately uber wealthy. But if we do not have a product that helps people, a product or service that helps people, then what are we doing? So it definitely does make a big difference when we have the opportunity to get into business and really go forward with helping and serving others. Not to mention, the second thing that we want to focus on is continuous learning. You always want to invest in your personal and your professional growth. The wealthiest individuals and businesses are often the most knowledgeable and adaptable. So, when you embrace a growth mindset for your business, as well as in the marketplace, you value learning and development. I'll be the first sometimes to raise my hand, or quite often to say that I don't know everything. But what I do know, I want to help to impart into someone else the way that I had to learn the information, but not only that, how it is that they can now accelerate their process. Because let's face it, if we go back in and we have to sit down and we have to research every single step along the way in our business, the thing that happens on the end result is that we lose valuable time going forward in business. So one of the great things that I've learned, one of the key tools, is that collaborating with others help you now to cut out all of that time, right? There's few things that you can pick up from here and there that you will learn that it will help you now to be able to go forward in your business a little bit faster, but also more knowledgeable and better equipped for your success journey. And so the third thing is that with goal setting, you also want to use maybe a technique that's called visualization. And with that, you set clear and ambitious goals and you visualize your success. Maybe you create a vision board, or you regularly view your goals to keep your aspirations at the forefront of your mind. And this helps you to stay focused and motivated. Why is that so important in business? It goes back to, why are you doing this in the first place? What's your end goal when you say that you set out to be a business owner? Why is that so important to you? Because there's going to be days where you're going to face some challenges potentially, and it's going to have you where you're going to question why it is that you do this. I recently did some research on statistics of first-time business owners. And let's just face it, the numbers are scary when you look at how many businesses are not successful within their first 1 to 2 years. And so with that, you want to make sure that you set a solid foundation going into your business venture to where it helps you now to solidify you being successful in your business journey. With doing that, you now are able to position yourself to go forward in such a way that where you can build on what you've started. And so if businesses are failing, you want to know what is it that's going to make you successful going through the door, even starting out in your journey. So that way you're not so caught up with the days or the day-to-day challenges that you could potentially face that make you want to quit. Right. So it definitely makes a difference when you have a goal that you've already set out to accomplish and that you do regular check-ins. Right. I tell people that when you do goal setting, you want to make sure that you have short-term as well as you have long-term goals. The short-term goals help you to now be excited about the next goal. And so you don't want to wait until you get the big goal to basically celebrate. You want to celebrate every step along the way. So as you set up those short goals, you now can go in step by step by step, and you can measure how successful you are. I call them KPIs, your key performance indicators. If you have short goals and you're constantly meeting those goals, then now it helps to put you on a plain path, a good trajectory for you to be able to reach your long-term goals. Next, you want to have some positive self-talk, right? Like, I know. We hear that all the time, but you also want to make sure that you have positive reinforcements in your lives that replace the negative thoughts with positive affirmations or positive self-talk. And so a wealth mindset is rooted in self-belief and a can-do attitude, meaning that you want to challenge those limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. And how do you do that? You do that by basically having the opportunity to go ahead and help yourself to be able to be positive, because let's face it, being a business owner is definitely sometimes challenging. So in Inside Inspired Women, which is my corporation, I have the opportunity to help women to solidify their businesses by making sure that we foster an environment of collaboration over competition to begin with. And so with that, we use the tools that each person has in order to help each other. And we foster an environment that is welcoming, that is warm, as well as is built on trust. And so we help one another on getting to that next place. And so with that, I am often very excited about the outcome because I know that we're going into it with good intentions. I believe that we all can do the same thing, but we're also called to a certain subset of people that we're supposed to serve. And with us doing that, we all can be successful. So I will say it doesn't matter what it is that you do, but you want to build yourself a circle and a network that is caring and fostering in the way that you all can help one another. And I believe that as you continue to help one another, you have the chances of being very successful. And so with that, as we foster collaboration and a wealth mindset, we're all focusing basically on the same thing of becoming very successful. So as you're building this network, you want to build a pool of resources that potentially you share, whether it's financial capital, whether it's talent or technology. This shared investment can lead to higher returns and lower risk by amplifying your wealth building efforts, meaning that everybody now has a vested interest in the whole project and everybody being successful because you all have one goal in mind. And so with that, I've learned that this is able to now help you all become successful. And when I say lower risk, it means that you now lessen the chances of someone not being successful because everybody has one goal in mind, and that is moving forward. Now, you also want to consider innovation and market expansion. I will tell you that big corporations like we'll use Walmart or McDonald's, Burger King, right? They started with one store, and before you know it, now they have thousands of stores around the country. So, with that being said, they have had to have a goal as well as a potential expansion in mind when they were moving forward. So, collaboration sparks innovation by bringing diverse perspectives together. Joint ventures and partnerships can open new markets as well as it drives product development and it creates innovative solutions that set you apart in the marketplace. And I will say that in order for you to have continued success, you definitely have to structure yourself to where you have a niche in the marketplace. And that means that we don't necessarily always have to have a whole basket full of things in our arsenal that we use, but what's that one good thing that you can pull out of there that you can say that you can build on that will make you massively successful? Because anytime we can focus our thoughts, we can focus our talents and our efforts towards one thing, it helps us to be able to build on that and make it bigger and solidify it. I tell everybody, if you can concentrate on one particular subject for anywhere between 2.5 to 5 years, you become the subject matter expert. And it allows you to say that you are number one in the industry. Most of these great speakers, the great business owners that we see today and admire, they just didn't get there overnight. They built up to that place. And so I will say that you have that same ability to be able to do that in business. But you have to set aside the time to be able to build and to work towards that place of success. So as you're goal setting, as you are collaborating with others, and you're building this marketplace expansion network, now it is that you all are able to drive home the process. So I equate this to building a house, for example. There's so many different moving parts in building a house. But for starters, let's look at the people that's needed to potentially put this house project together. You need an architect. You need an engineer. You need a carpenter. You need somebody that's going to do the plumbing, potentially somebody that may come in and do the painting, all these different people. So I know that collaboration has the ability to build something beautiful. And as we continue to focus that way, we surround ourselves with people that have like interest into the project being successful. For example, I believe that in your circle, you should have an attorney. You should have an accountant. You should have someone that can help with marketing and social media. You should have someone that can help with websites and different things like that. Like all of these components, especially in the technology age that we're in today, will help you to become uber successful. Because I did say, a person like myself that own multiple businesses, I don't know everything. But I know that if I surround myself with the right people, with the right network, that I can become successful because they can help me to be strong where I am weak. And I too, with them, I can help them to build up those weak points. Now, let's talk about some win-win outcomes. Collaboration is not a zero-sum game. Collaboration, or when you collaborate, you can create win-win outcomes where all parties benefit. This fosters goodwill, it strengthens relationships, and it enhances your reputation in the marketplace. How many of you know that go-to person? And that go-to person is usually a resource of information, right? Or a resource, so they got a book of people that they can point you to for whatever the service is that you're seeking. Why not let that be you? Why not you have a circle around you that you've built a network that can help you to be able to move forward? And with being able to do that, you now are able to help yourself in so many ways that you never thought possible. Let's talk about overcoming challenges, right? Like I faced a lot of challenges in being a business owner. I made one decision and I lost somewhere around $500,000. Now, if that won't make you a little upset, then I don't know what else will, because I ultimately lost everything. I ended up having to rebuild and restructure my whole life because of that one decision. And so, cultivating a wealth mindset and embracing collaboration, when you face some hurdles, you can overcome them. Now, one thing that you have to get rid of is the fear of competition. And you recognize that healthy competition can drive innovation and growth, and you embrace it as a motivator rather than a threat. And so you should welcome the times where people want to compete with you, right? When it's healthy, I want to be the first at doing whatever. And you set goals around that. And it's okay if it's within your circle, because now you're using it as that motivating driver to help you to reach your level of success. And I believe that when we embrace competition and get away from the fear of it, that we will see ourselves in a different way with a can-do kind of attitude. Now, another big thing that we may have to get rid of is letting go of ego and the driven thinking that places you at the center of everything. Now, collaboration requires humility, and it also requires a willingness to share the spotlight in business. And I will say that you never know who knows somebody that can help you to get to that next place. And so all of us have a network at our disposal, that circle of friends that you have, those business collaborators. You want to definitely use that and use that to your advantage well, so that way you'll be able to now potentially get into some places that you normally would not get an invitation to, or use it to be able to now help to serve your clients in an amazing way. Now, I will say that most of us have money at the forefront of our goal. We want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars. With that being said, I always say that money should not be the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about a wealth mindset. And I know that that probably is a little counterproductive when we say that we want to be wealthy, right? But look at it this way. If we put providing good services and good products in front of people, money becomes a byproduct of you being able to do that. And so if we now change and shift our mindset to where we're providing good products and services, now the outcome is that money automatically comes, because you're more concerned about making sure that your consumer is happy, your consumer is satisfied, more so than you just getting a few dollars from them. And this is how you now create a reciprocal environment where your customer is happy to now bring you money, and potentially you create a residual effect, meaning that your customers want to come back to you because you gave them good service or you gave them a good product. And so you now have the ability to foster a win-win and positive environment even within your own business. But we have to make sure that we are doing our first things first. I had the awesome privilege of writing a book. It's called I Divorced My Money and Married My Mindset. And I will say that doing that project allowed me to be able to take the thought of money being first off the table. And as I've now fostered and changed everything to where it is client focused in service, now you don't think about the money. You don't have time to think about the money, because you're trying to think of how is it that you can service that customer first before you get to asking them for the money. And so once you create that type of environment, there's no question of whether or not people will pay you for the service that you offer or the product that you offer, because they know that they're going to get a quality product from the start. Now, let's talk about how it is in our communities, right? That we have trust issues. Trust issues, building trust takes time, I will say. And it's very easy to be looking at the competition sideways because you feel like that they're going to come in and take over or take something from you. But you want to start with small collaborative projects and gradually build stronger partnerships as your trust develops. And I understand that even with customers nowadays, the reason why you see so many companies hammering commercials today, because it sometimes takes anywhere from 7 to 9 touch points to build trust with a customer. Because most customers want to know, like, and trust you before they even do business with you, meaning that they'll give you a chance, right? You open up a new business and everybody's flocking there and the line is around the building. They're going to come in and they're going to want to do business with you. However, if the service is not good, if the product is not good, they may not come back. So this is where collaborating with now like-minded people and doing some projects, maybe potentially on a smaller scale to fill things out, right? It's going to help you to now avoid the pitfalls, avoid the areas that you need to be concentrating on, because they can tell you how it was when they first launched. They can tell you how it was that they now have leveled up and they service customers, and you implementing some of those things can be helpful as well. Now, communication is everything. Effective communication is key to successful collaboration. You need to be clear, open, and responsive in your interactions every single day. This is what's going to help you to be light years above the competition. I regularly look at how it is that I receive service when I go into various businesses. And being able to do that helps me now to be able to move forward with the products and services that I offer, right? The way that I do business. And so by paying attention to that, it really has helped me to be able to say, look, I am giving good service because I know that we have a good product at the end of the day. Now, I quite often see that wherever we pay our money, we naturally pay attention, meaning that wherever we are going out, say we're going to a restaurant, right? We're looking at everything that's happening in that interaction from the time that we sit down to the table, when they come over to greet us, when they bring us our drinks, how long it takes for the appetizer to come out, and especially the meal, right? So have you ever gone into a restaurant or gone into an establishment and you are super hungry and you're ready for your meal to come out and it takes a long time? This is where people now are sometimes a little bit concerned about the type of service that they're going to get and whether or not you will have a second chance to make a first impression. I will say that first impressions in business is everything. So you want to make sure that that first impression is a lasting one that also leads to repeat customers. And so with you having the ability to create that network, right? That collaboration that allows you to be able to now compare and potentially get some information from those that you have in your network, that helps you to build a great customer experience. And being able to build that customer experience is what now helps you to 10x your business. I've seen where business growth has come naturally, meaning organically, because of word of mouth experiences, and especially being in the day and age of social media, right? People post about their good experiences. People post about the opportunity for them to now blow your business up with good reviews and different things like that because they got a good experience. So I just know that having a good network, a solid circle of people that you can collaborate with can help you to do that. Now, just imagine if we just focused on that for a minute, focus on just collaborating with others and sharing key business insights, how much better our businesses could be potentially. Not to mention how the world of networking can open up things for us, because I believe that your network equals your net worth, meaning that you now have people surrounding you that's helping you to learn the key things that you need for your business, like investing, for example, or like how to definitely structure yourself to where you maybe get somewhere you learn, right? You invest in a coach, you invest in a mentor, a trainer, somebody that can help you to now overcome some of the obstacles that you may have experienced before. I will say you owe it to yourself not to sit there in silence and just try to figure out on a regular basis what to do, how to do it, when to do it. Like, who has time for that? Like in business, success loves speed, meaning that the faster that you can get your product to market, the faster that you can get your services to market, a lot of times the better it is for you to be able to service people. The reason why we get into the competition mode is that we feel like, oh, okay, if they can do it, then I can do it. I think that is great. We all should feel like we can do it too. However, sometimes you have to slow down and say, realistically, can you do it? And when you do that, you now take a realistic approach towards whatever it is that you're trying to work towards, because you have the right tools in hand to begin with. I would say that we all operate or could operate from a place of success when we're honest with ourselves and saying that, yes, I have the right tools. I feel like the time is now for me to become that business owner that I've always dreamed to be, or the time is now to expand, right? A lot of us have been in business for a long time, and at some point you go through different stages of your business, different intervals. And I will say that growth is key. You do not want to stay in the same place feeling like you're going to get a different return, right? Like you can't continue to do business the same way that you've always done it when technology is coming up. Let's face it, artificial intelligence is here. And it's been here for quite a long time. But however, it's just getting to the consumer market. With that being said, have you thought about embracing that and putting that in your business? So maybe in your network, right? Those that you collaborate with, you need a specialist, somebody that can help you now learn the marketplace with that. So in the marketplace, a wealth mindset is the foundation of unstoppable success. And by embracing abundance, continuous learning, positive self-talk, and clear goal setting, you can cultivate a mindset that attracts prosperity. And when you combine this mindset with collaborative techniques, you can unlock a potential formula for achieving unprecedented success in your business. Now, that's a lot to take in, right? Now, remember that wealth is not just about money. It's about the value that you create, the impact you have on others, and the fulfillment you derive from your endeavors. So cultivating a wealth mindset and embracing collaboration are powerful tools that can elevate your business and your life to new heights of achievement and fulfillment in the marketplace. That's why in my program, I am so passionate about us working together. And so from day one, week one, we go in and we talk about what our visions are and how our vision aligns with what it is that we have set for our end goal. Knowing that when we create our businesses, we want to create a fostering environment for growth. Not just for the business. No. How is it that we can put a plan together that we grow from the inside out? And then how it is that we can serve people from the fullest, right? So that way they're pleased and well satisfied, because we want to make sure that our clients are getting what we say that we're going to do when we're going to help them in business. Even when I go out and I am talking in corporations or I'm talking in colleges on leadership or I'm doing any type of training, I want to make sure that I am servicing them just the same. right? Because I realized that being a business owner is not really about me just to put my hand up to say that I own a business, but I am putting myself on the front lines to say that I want to serve others. And you can do the same thing too in the marketplace by making yourself available, but also putting service first instead of just how can I make the money, right? So I believe that putting all of these things in place and knowing that it's not about the business, but it being about the value that you create, you can do some majorly massive things in the marketplace, but you've got to do the first things first, right? If you find that you don't have time to sit there and do the research, it's okay for you to solicit some help. Get yourself a coach, get with somebody that can help you to now identify your blind spots. They can also help you to come up with an action plan, because having a coach is a collaborative effort that you guys work hand in hand together. It's a partnership that you get somebody to help you to put that together. My primary focus is helping business savvy women to create that business or expand that business, but we do it from a collaborative effort and making sure that I can only go as fast as you allow me to. I can help you to pinpoint the different areas that potentially need some improvement, but also how it is that we can work together to accomplish the overarching goal that you have set for your business. And with being able to do that, I have seen hundreds of women become successful as a result of them making a decision of saying that I need some help, or I don't know everything. And with getting some help, we're now able to go through the process and have it to come out to where it is a successful business. But it starts with a decision and it starts with a plan. So I am so excited to share with you on how it is to become a majorly successful business owner, as well as now to work towards expansion. You can do anything that you set out to do, but you've got to have a willingness to want to do that. Collaboration is a great way for you to be able to do that, because you allow yourself to now embrace the information that you're taking in, as well as you have the ability to now apply that information real time in your business and go forward and be successful. So it always gives me a pleasure to talk about collaboration over competition in the marketplace and in business each and every time.
Well, you know that picture of a fire hydrant wide open and somebody standing there with their mouth open trying to take it all in? You had so much info that's so valuable for so many people. I'm sure there's lots of folks who are feeling like that right now, like mind blown, mind blown. So how do people get a hold of you? What's the best way for people to get a hold of you when they want to be able to, can you give me that again, but a little slower, a little more depth over a few more days, et cetera? How do they get more info from you? How do they work with you? What's the best way for them to contact you?
Thank you so much. My website is drtabitharussell.com, as well as on social media. It is I am Dr. Tabitha on all social media platforms.
I am Dr. Tabitha. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, it was a pleasure listening to you. And I'm sure everybody out there got a ton of information. It was very useful, very profound. We appreciate your time. And I look forward to working with you, again in the future. As we say, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, that's the kind of info and insight you get from being with Black Business Expo. So I want to take a little time to give more information about the mission. Black Business Expo's mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going to college or for K through 12 entrepreneurs. The expo is a fundraiser for students. And so you can go to the website, www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Again, that's blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. You can also use Cash App, and the info should be rolling on the screen below. It's the account is $BBXUSA. Again, $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. And students, you can register at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Remember, every dollar counts. So we want to remind you, please donate to the scholarship fund. I also want to take time to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for this month, September 2023. Those sponsors include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richer Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Inc., Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA. Stay tuned for more programming. Remember, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
I'm Ramon Gray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to do, I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today.
How many times have you been asked to help someone you didn't even know, a student, a business entrepreneur, or did you ever even ask, where did they end up? that business, that friend, that entrepreneur. Well, just maybe they ended up in a gang, bankrupt, homeless, or worse, dead. Maybe they turned to crime, drugs, and alcohol. Did you ever wonder? Did you destroy their dream, or was your life always so easy? At the Black Business Olympics, we started a movement to help students complete. Give them hope and foster success. Help them to leave their dreams of providing laptops, computers, and up to $5,000 in scholarship funds. Today, we ask you to help a student, a business owner, or an entrepreneur to realize their dream by sponsoring them, supporting them, and buying from them. Consider this. With $1.6 trillion in our Black community, we only ask for a small donation for our students, our businesses, and our entrepreneurs. And you can change a life today. So I ask you, what are you going to do? Sit on the sideline and watch our students in high school be leaving, miss out on their dream from lack of resources? Or are you going to donate to the movement and change their future and yours as well? Give us a call today at 919-308-9090. Change their life by investing with action to the Black Business Olympic Fund. The Black Business Olympics, one of the largest business showcases of Black business in the history of the world.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. People ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it, to kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader, an expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics.
I'd like you to imagine with me, if you will, opening an app where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals from around the world, get inspiration and in-app tools to launch and grow your business, as well as share your knowledge and earn compensation, all in one app. Well, the name of that app is Truso, short for Truly Social. Hi, I'm Matthew Newman, the founder and CEO of Truso. A new concept in social media, Trousseau is designed from the ground up to be a platform that's both social and empowering for all its users. How exactly do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, Trousseau brings the world together via video. Psychologists assert that video provides a significantly more effective connection than audio only. When you enter a community on Trousseau, you're face to face. Second, on Trousseau, you don't have to have 1 million followers to monetize. Our business model allows all hosts and moderators to monetize, no matter the size of your following, by 1, producing fee-based content, and 2, inviting others to join the platform as subscribers. Even more, Trousseau has an in-app resource library with over 100 free resources, forms, and documents to help you build your brand and grow your business. Third, Trousseau is inclusive. The deaf and hard of hearing communities make up 360 million people worldwide. Unlike audio-only apps, Trousseau embraces this community, providing a networking platform that allows them to participate via video and closed captioning. We even have a deaf and hard of hearing foundation in the works as well. Fourth, Trousseau is both social and safe. We refer to Trousseau as a virtual extension of the beauty shop, barbershop, and brainchild of the community. A place where there's laughter, along with wisdom, growth-oriented conversation, and genuine connections in a safe space. Trousseau even has proprietary security to ensure we maintain a safe environment for everyone. Where are we at now? Trousseau is live, y'all. We've launched in beta and we're acquiring users daily. We have an incredible development and marketing team, plus amazing celebrity influencers at the table, helping us spread the word around the globe, beginning within the African diaspora and beyond by creating a safe space for growth, connection, and collaboration. We're truly excited about Trousseau. We've created something special for which there is a global market. And we invite you to embark on this journey with us as a shareholder. The future for Trousseau is truly bright. Join us and let's go there together.
This is Dr. Arnold T. Petsworth. He's the owner of Petsworth Vet World, a veterinary clinic in Hopton, Connecticut. His patients include dog, cat, frog, fish,
Goldie?
dog, and this alpaca. Due to doctor-patient confidentiality, we can't tell you their names. Business at Vet World was steady, and then quarantine hit. Neighbors brought new four-legged friends into their homes. Bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. Dr. Petsworth welcomed these new patients with open arms. The only problem? There were more appointments than he could manage. That's when Dr. Petsworth turned to his American Express business card, which offers spending potential that's built for his changing business needs. He decided to hire a new assistant, Julio, and with spending power built for business purchases, he used his card to furnish a new exam room. Together, Dr. Petsworth, Julio, and American Express Business made sure all the pets of Hopton got the love and care they deserved. And everyone was happy. Get the card built for business by American Express.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo. One of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sidney Wormsby, and I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. This afternoon, I'm going to change up a little bit. I'm going to be your next speaker, but I was planning on talking about something around leadership for change, but I wanted to, just based on a conversation I had just earlier this afternoon with one of my clients, change the focus slightly to a conversation about whether we are going to, as a business and a business owners, dive, survive, or thrive through the impending turmoil that's going on throughout the business world globally, not just here in the U.S., but all over the world. So indulge me a little bit. I hope that will be okay, and I hope you'll get some learning out of this as well. At least that's my intent. As I said before, my name is Sidney Wormsby. I have a background both as a corporate exec with a diversity of experiences on the operations side, on the customer side, sales side, also on the general management and business executive side, in all functions of business, and working for some of the top Fortune 50 companies, Fortune 100 companies in the world. So for an International Paper Company, for Eastman Kodak Company, for Mead Corporation, for PepsiCo, for Citigroup, and for JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup now called Citi. So I've had a variety of positions with them in a variety of industries, involved in both startups and turnarounds. So each phase of the business. But in addition, I've also been an entrepreneur. So I've owned and operated my own 15-restaurant business that was across 4 different states. I've had my consulting practice. I've also been an adjunct professor where I've taught every class and course within the business college within Brooklyn College, which is one of the campuses for the City University of New York system. So I've been an author and a speaker. And so I say all that not to toot my own horn or to impress, but really to say I understand and I know business, and I know the business of business. And the things that I'm going to talk to you about today are things that I've actually implemented both as an entrepreneur in my own business, but also as a manager, leader, and executive within some of the top Fortune companies within the world. So with that, what do I want to talk about today? Again, I want to talk about the situations that we're all seeing throughout the world now are pretty turbulent. There's all kinds of questions about whether we're going to be in a recession. Is inflation going to take over? And even though in the U.S. Inflation has stemmed a bit over the last 6 to 9 months, there's still question and uncertainty in people's minds. And globally, that's definitely the case, where people are wondering what's going to be happening in the world in the next few months, and will there be widespread inflation and therefore recessionary practices and pressures throughout the business community. And what does that mean for me if I am a business owner? What will I be able to do or not do with my business based on that? So what I want to talk about today are really to give you some actionable strategies that you can use starting today with your business that will hopefully stimulate some of your creative thinking to identify either new markets or to generate more new leads and more leads for you in your business, to some information that may help you tailor your offerings to your target markets or to new markets to increase your conversion rates and therefore your sales. And maybe to give you some strategies and ideas that will actually grow your revenue and profits in a very explosive, exponential way. So that's the objective of what we're going to do and what I'm going to talk about, and hopefully what you'll get out of this. And I'm going to start by talking about, a recession. And what is a recession? Or, if we're having inflationary pressures that will become recessionary, what does that actually mean? And why do people get worried about that? And I'm not an economist, so I'm not trying to give you a technical economic, definition of any of this, or get into all kinds of supply side, and supply and demand, kind of conversations. It's really just to give us a working knowledge that we can use in the conversation. And so a recession is nothing more than a decline in economic activity. And it's a decline in that activity over an extended period of time, not for a day or a week or two, but over several quarters, so anywhere from, 6 months to longer. And so we're looking at periods of time where people's individual economic activity is shrinking. They're doing less in the market. They're buying less in the market. And that's put pressures on business as to what are they going to do in order to make it through that. What are some of the causes? There's lots of causes. It can be financial crisis. That's what we had in 2008 globally, where the financial industry was collapsing, and that put monetary pressures, and people were all concerned about, okay, what are we going to do? And what does that mean for business? There's no credit available, et cetera. It can be an economic bubble bursting. That's what we had with the real estate issues back in 2000, wherever that was, 2003, 2004. It can be because of natural disasters. That's what we had with the pandemic, where we had, this dangerous situation on a medical perspective that was causing issues globally. It can be a supply side issue, a supply shock, or a supply break, which is what we're seeing now coming out of the pandemic. So there can be lots of reasons and causes for this economic shrinking of activity, and therefore recessions or recessionary pressures. But at its core and at its foundation, a recession is nothing more than a form of a business crisis. It's just another form, a different form of a business crisis. And a crisis is what? Any event or period that will lead to an unstable or dangerous situation. That's all a crisis is. And if you look it up in Webster's dictionary or any other place, that's all of a crisis is. It's a period of time. It's an event that could or that will lead to instability, to some type of danger that will affect either an individual, a group, or an entire society. And because it provides instability, people are concerned and fearful of it, because we all fear the unknown. It can provide or present a dangerous situation, something that we know about. We know that this can harm us, etc. And that's why people get concerned. And again, it can focus in a very small area or arena, or a very broad arena. It usually, any crisis usually brings the end of something that is. So it's the stop of something old. But it also brings the beginning of something that is to be, or something that is new. So one of the things, some of the coping mechanisms in the past that we've used to be successful, when a crisis takes place, they no longer work, and they become ineffective. And so if we continue to try and use those same mechanisms in the present with this new turbulent situation, they fail us because they're ineffective. They cause bad behaviors to take place, and that usually causes us to have poor outcomes or poor performance. So what are the responses that people usually have for crises? And this gets into individual dynamics. It depends on their personality or their paradigms or their view. Some people look at a crisis as a problem. Some look at it as an opportunity. Some look to ignore it. Some look to head it on, or hit it head on, and address it. Some look to run, or we talk about flight. Some look to contest it and fight it. So which of those approaches that people take really depends on their personal view on things, and their personal paradigms and their personalities. The emotional responses to crisis is almost universal. There's some confusion. There's a feeling of vulnerability, anxiety, fear, anger, sometimes guilt. Sometimes folks will feel hopeless and helpless. That's all natural. But from a business standpoint, there are several approaches that are often taken to a recession or to this instability or this uncertainty or this potential danger. And those are typically one of three. Either let's wait and see what's happened. It's let's put our head in the sand, etc. One is a defensive strategy, and one is a more aggressive strategy. So what's the wait and see? Wait and see is usually I'm not going to take any action. Let's just sit here for a while. Let's see what happens. And then we can adjust or go back to business as usual. If you think of an ostrich and that paradigm of somebody sticking their head in the sand, wait and see strategies and approaches in times of instability and uncertainty are those folks who are really wanting to put their head in the sand and pretend they see no evil, they hear no evil, and therefore there is no evil. And that usually doesn't work. Some businesses may be immune to recession. Their products or services may always be needed. And so maybe this strategy doesn't affect them as much. So for example, a grocery store, if you have a store that provides food, basic necessities, maybe you're not affected as much. You will still be affected because they won't buy the same quality of goods maybe that they were buying before. Their budgets will be shrunk, so maybe they don't buy the same quantity of goods that they bought before, et cetera. So grocery stores, auto repair parts stores, medical services, all of those kinds of things are businesses that may not be as affected by a recession, but there's still some impact on them. So this approach, though, as I said before, it doesn't work. Your business will take a dive if you use that approach. And especially if you're not one of those that people are going to need to come to in general. So remember what I said before, crisis is the end of something that is. The old is going to change. It is going away. That's not going to be stopped by, me or you or anybody else putting their head in the sand and trying to ignore it, or just looking the other way and hoping that it will pass. Whether it's customer attrition, meaning customers are going to leave, because they no longer can afford to buy your product or service, whether suppliers will fail and because they had to go out of business because they couldn't make it through, whether credit evaporates because financial situations and the demand for money is different, so inflation or interest rates have gone up, whether credit gets more expensive, whether costs go up. There are going to be millions and millions upon things that are going to change within the business environment. And us ignoring it doesn't change that. It only makes us less competitive. So that's a strategy that I never, ever suggest that folks use. What is a defensive strategy? It's the let's hunker down, let's ride this out kind of approach. Often people will use phrases in the business community about let's get back to basics. Let's get back to fundamentals. Let's focus on efficiency and doing things the right way. So there's a lot of focus on cost saving, cost cutting, cost controls. Again, it's let's ride this thing out and let's keep our costs as low as possible so we can maintain profits until we get to the other side of this thing. That's not a bad strategy, but it's a limiting strategy. How do we do this? Often we will manage our vendors to reduce our cost of raw materials. We'll manage our vendors to get better credit terms. So that our overall cost for buying those same products will be lower. We will reduce inventory so we don't tie up as much capital. Finished goods inventory, work in process inventory, raw materials inventory, all will be reduced in those times where we want to make sure we're reserving more capital. We'll reduce labor and labor costs, reduce overtime, reduce the size of bonuses or commissions, sometimes cut out labor. And eliminate folks. We'll go to discount pricing, trying to generate more sales and to take market share from others. These last two, I will tell you, are usually a part of a death spiral. And by death spiral, I mean the more we do it, the more our business starts to go down. Reducing labor as a cost-saving strategy is usually not the best solution. May be necessary if you really are being inefficient, but you were inefficient before. This situation is only accentuating or illustrating the issue. Discount pricing generally never works is any pricing strategy. And I'm not a fan of it. In my consulting practice, if I have a client that's doing it, I tell them to stop immediately. And for lots of reasons that I can't go into right now, but if you're interested, follow up with me later, and I can give you all of the details on why discount pricing is a wrong strategy and not one that any good business should be using. But these are strategies in general that folks who are in a defensive mode will use. What is, and again, the first three, managing your vendors to reduce costs, managing your vendors to get better credit terms, managing your inventories to reduce capital that's being tied up, all are good things, but all should have been being done beforehand. Again, what happens is during a crisis and a period of instability, we start focusing on those things more when we should have been focusing on them all the time. What are aggressive strategies? Aggressive strategies are for folks who think about this instability, this change in conditions and environment and paradigm as an opportunity. They say, let's take advantage of this. We have an opportunity. So their usually strategies are about expansion or growth. So how can we take market share from folks who are not ready for this instability, or who are not positioned right, or who have been inefficient in managing their revenues and therefore their profit margins are slim and therefore can't, ride this thing out. Their focus isn't on doing things right. Their focus is on doing the right things. So they focus on effectiveness versus those folks who were focusing on defensive strategies were focusing on efficiency. These folks are focusing on effectiveness. And so if we're going to be doing the right things, we're in the right spaces, targeting the right markets with the right products and services. So in this case, we're looking to take market share away from our competitors. And what are the strategies that are going to allow us to do that? Given this new instability, given the new change in paradigms within the market and environment, given the change of needs, pain points, wants of our target market and our customers, we'll start addressing those things. How can we expand usage of our existing products or services? So that's an aggressive strategy. We have these existing products or services. Given this new market, this new instability, this new dynamic, this new paradigm, how can we repurpose for a bigger market, for a different market, for an additional market than what we were doing currently? Third kind of aggressive strategy might be, well, how do we identify new markets and segments to actually serve, new geographies, new demographics, new psychographics? So geographies, everybody understands, new territories, new countries, new regions. Demographics, folks understand it's, this younger market, this older market, this market with, this kind of income level, yada, yada, yada. Psychographic, though, is something that most folks don't always look at or think about. Psychographic are organizing those folks in the ways that they think or in the way that they are living as a lifestyle. So dual income, no kids, the silver, generation, any of those kinds of things. There's an assumption about what their mindset is, the ways that they're thinking, the problems that they have based on the psychographics of it. And we might look at, going into new markets when we are taking on these aggressive strategies in this time of instability. And the last might be creating a new niche, a new sliver where we create a new benefit to a new market, or tout an existing benefit that we have with our current product to a new market. So all of those are examples of aggressive strategies. So, here's the, kind of spoiler alert. We should always be taking aggressive strategic approaches to the business, not just in times of instability, not just in times where, there's danger ahead, where, entering a period of high inflation or potential recession. The things that I just talked about are things that we should always be doing. So the question is, well, why don't we then? Why don't we get anxious and afraid, vulnerable, hopeless, et cetera, when a recession is forecasted, and why should we not be getting anxious and afraid when a recession gets forecasted? If we're always focusing on the business with an aggressive mindset, we tend to not be nervous, not get bent out of shape, not feel hopeless, not feel vulnerable when a recession gets forecasted. When we don't do those things, when we're not doing those things, that's when we get concerned. Am I going to be okay? Is this going to be right? So you should be thinking right now, am I worried about a recession? Is one coming? How do I feel about my business relative to it? What would be my normal approach? And what is it I'm thinking about with what these people are thinking right now, or what I'm hearing right now in terms of the process? It's one of those things where if you understand who you are as a person, how you tend to do things, and what the right approach should be, it can help you navigate your decision making when you're actually faced with that. So why do we often not do the things that we should be doing in terms of always taking an aggressive approach? I always talk about the Pareto rule and what we always know as the 80-20 rule, where 80% of whatever activity or outcomes that we're wanting are generated by 20% of our actions. And in business, what that means is 80% of our revenue and our profits are generated by 20% of the things that we do on a daily basis. And vice versa, we spend 80% of our time each and every day on things that only generate 20% of our revenue and profits. That sounds crazy. That is crazy. And the question is, why do we do it? And we do it for very well-intentioned reasons. We think we're spending time on things that are important and critical when what they really are just firefighting, rat-killing ideas or activities. And those are my terms. Firefighting are things that seem urgent and imperative, that we got to go knock this out right now. And I personally, as the business owner, need to be working on this right now. Rat killing. Nobody likes to be around rats. So when we see them, we want to kill them right away. So when we see something ugly in our business, we want to go take care of it right now. That may not be the right thing to do, especially if you are the owner, founder, CEO, chief executive officer, and responsible for leading the organization to the next level. You should be spending the majority of your time on things that are going to be growing the business. If you are a solopreneur, that means the majority of your time should be spent on growing the business. And with that 80-20 rule, that means 80% of your time, or 4 out of the 5 days of a week that you might be working, should be spent on things that are going to grow the business. You can spend 20% of your time, or 1 day a week, spending on those administrivia things that are maybe necessary but aren't going to lead to growth. So what are the 20% of things that drive the 80% of results? For the business, that drive revenues, that drive profits? Well, it's 5 things, and it's in 5 areas. And this is for all businesses. I don't care how large or how small, how new or how old, whether you're a startup or whether you've been around for the last 30 years. The growth of revenue and profits come from the same 5 areas for all businesses. That's more leads. That's more conversions of those leads. That's more transactions of those customers, meaning that you're getting them to buy more of your products and services. That's the ability to charge higher pricing because of the value proposition that you're providing to those clients. And that's more profits deriving from lowering your costs through higher quality, more efficiency of your operations and activities. So when I work with my clients, we focus on only those 5 areas because that's where we're going to get our growth from. And because we spend time on those 5 areas, we are going to, and when I'm working with my clients, I should also highlight that I spend my time helping them identify procedures, process, behavior changes that are going to be implemented to make those changes. Why? Because they're systemic, which means we will put in a process or procedure that causes that behavior change so that it will be there for all time, in good times and in those unstable, scary times like inflationary or recessionary periods. that are going to cause us to always be doing the right thing and therefore always having our businesses on a growth path. So I'm running out of time, and I want to be conscious of that. Just checking. I will go into one, as an example, one area that I'd like to, highlight. What do I mean by that? So in the areas of leads, and I use leads because it's the most critical, most important thing from an organization. When things are going great and we're fat, dumb, and happy, meaning that our business is fat with sales and revenue coming in, we don't spend as much time really thinking about new clients or customers. In fact, there are some businesses that will say, we're not taking on customers right now. Have you ever called the doctor's office and then say, sorry, we're not taking any more patients? Happens all the time. Doctors, dentists, sometimes lawyers. Well, that also happens with other kind of businesses. Well, we really can't do anything right more. We're not looking for new business. We're not going out advertising or promoting ourselves, etc. Well, that makes no sense because as soon as something turns down, becomes unstable, we start losing sales. All of a sudden now we want to do new things that we don't have any practice with doing. And we're having to maybe educate people that don't know anything about us because they've not heard from us or heard about us in a long time. So one of the things that we want to do for lead generation is always have a process and system in place for it. But that starts with good marketing, and good marketing starts with really three things. One, having something good to say, saying it well, and then actually just repeating that over and over and over again, having that structure and that process in place. Having something good to say, though, starts with understanding yourself as an individual, for a CEO or a founder or solopreneur. What is unique about you? What is your strength that you do better than most or better than all, that people should know about and understand, and that allows you to get success? The same you want to know and understand for your business. What is unique? And by unique, I mean truly something that I can say about me or that I can say about my business that no others can say. And I can say it in a ways that I can prove and demonstrate it so that others can see it, not just that I'm, making some wild statement. It's not platitudes. And platitudes would be something like, we have the best product, or, we've been in business for 30 plus years. Those are platitudes that don't mean anything, to a prospect or to a client. For them, they have a problem or a need. We call them pain points. So they have a problem that they have that they don't want, or a benefit that they want that they don't need, or that they need, and that they're looking for. And we need to identify what is unique about us that we can use to solve or resolve their pain point. What is unique about me that I can use to eliminate their problem? What is unique about me that I can use to generate or derive that benefit that they want? And when I understand that, then I'm going to be able to communicate in ways that they will find valuable and that they will listen to, that will make them stop, focusing on the problem that they have or the need that they want, and ask you for more information about your product and services. So there's also a whole, what I call a conversion equation, approach that we should have, and phases or aspects that we should have in all of our communication. And we get into that once we understand first and foremost, what's unique about me? How are my customers, or what are their pain points, and how can I use this to solve their problems? And then once we have that, we have the message, what we're going to communicate, and how we're going to communicate that. Then we simply make sure we're doing that in the right places, and doing that frequently over and over and over again, so that we can now have customers contacting us on a continuous basis. And how do we bring them into the fold? So it's one of those examples of process, creating structure. That's not about money. That's not about I need to buy a ton more ads. I can get those leads as a small business owner. I can get those leads through my networking process, and knowing how I communicate and who I'm looking for and what to communicate to them when I find them. I can do that through flyers that I pass out. I can do that through my blogging that I do, and what topics I decide I'm going to write about, because I know that they are pain points for my target market, and therefore that they will pay attention to what it is I'm having to say and start looking to me as a trusted resource, and therefore start calling on me when they are looking for products or services that they feel I will be able to provide them. So those are ways that we provide structure, provide process, provide behavior changes in ways that start allowing us to be functional in these 5 areas for all time, so that we can always be in an aggressive strategy mode. I am running out of time now. I'm not going to be able to go through more examples, but one, I want to thank you for listening to what I had to say. I also want to give you some information about how you can reach me and get more information. So first of all, you can go to my website. If you want to get more information, you can get a digital copy of my book. It's free. So you can get a lot more detail about what I'm talking about as strategies in these 5 areas. You can go to my website, which is www.solutionswithresults.com. Again, that's solutionswithresults.com. On that website, you can again get a copy of my free digital copy of my book. You can sign up for free training, where I will send you each week some information and some suggestions and training on different strategies within these 5 areas. You can also go to that website and you can ask me a specific question. I have a tab on there where you can ask me a specific question about your business, a problem that you're having or dealing with, or a suggestion that you're looking for to move your business forward, and I will give you a targeted response, a very specific response to your question within 48 hours. You can also get information about what I do, how I do it, and if you're interested, then you can have my contact information for my email, my phone number, to reach out to me, to talk in more depth and detail. I also do workshops, seminars, and talks on a lot of these topics. So happy to be able to provide whatever insights I can, for any of you out there. So thanks again for listening. Look forward to hearing from each of you. Should you have a need or have an interest, or want to collaborate, or simply get some more insight as to what you can do with your business. So with that, I'll talk a little bit more then about the Black Business Expo. The Black Business Expo, as I said, is a fundraising opportunity. So we are looking to raise funds for high school students, actually for students K through 12, and those who are going on to college. We're also looking to help fund K through 12 entrepreneurs. So that's our mission. That's why we're here. That's why we do these things. You can help by contributing and donating. So the expo is a fundraiser. You can go to the website, www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Again, that's www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund. You can also use Cash App. It should be scrolling on the screen below you, and use the account $BBX USA. Again, that's $BBX USA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. So students, you can go register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So I want to remind you, donate to the scholarship fund. I also want to take time to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for the month of September 2023. Those sponsors include NC 100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Richer Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, BHS and Associates, Margie McLean Foundation, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Shani Global, the Executive Women's Success Institute, the Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative Force Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, and Black Business Expo USA. Thanks again for listening. Stay tuned for more programming. Remember, genius is common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Are you a forward-thinking entrepreneur or business owner? The world is changing faster than ever, and it's time to pivot and adapt to the future. Hello LLC is here to help you do just that. Hello stands for helping enterprises leverage leading-edge optimizations. Our innovative solutions can streamline operations, reduce overhead costs, and give you a competitive edge in a market projected to reach $5 trillion by 2030. By pivoting to the metaverse, businesses can tap into a rapidly growing market that is projected to be a significant part of daily life for 25% of Americans by 2026. As a full digital metaverse agency, the Hello LLC can help you create custom solutions to streamline operations, increase productivity, reduce costs, and drive brand recognition. Why should you pivot to the metaverse with the Hello LLC? By leveraging cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, and unlock new revenue streams. Contact us today to make the pivot.
Are you an innovative entrepreneur or business owner ready to embrace the future of business transformation?
The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and it's crucial to adapt and pivot towards success in this dynamic landscape. At the Hello LLC, we are dedicated to guiding you through this transformative journey, offering a comprehensive suite of services that extend beyond the metaverse and 3D immersive experiences.
Our mission is to empower businesses and brands by assisting them in building, branding, systemizing, and automating their operations. We specialize in steering businesses from a two-dimensional existence to a thriving three-dimensional presence, where opportunities abound.
We help businesses harness the power of technology to work smarter, not harder, enabling them to operate efficiently and stay ahead of the curve. Our diverse range of services includes:
Our Biz in a Box is a complete business solution package designed to jumpstart your entrepreneurial journey. From strategic planning to digital infrastructure, we've got you covered. Your one app, one tap solution.
Our MotionWork AI videos transform your brand storytelling with our cutting-edge AI-driven video production, captivating your audience like never before.
Our 3D VR environments will step you into the future of immersive experiences. With our custom 3D virtual reality environments that engage and captivate your customers.
Lastly, in our Pivot membership program, we offer tailored guidance and support to either show you, teach you, or take care of the transformation process for you.
According to a 2023 study by Fundera, a staggering 28% of small businesses in the United States do not have an online presence. This statistic underscores the importance of embracing digital transformation. Having a website is more than just an online presence, it's a gateway to unlocking numerous benefits, including reaching a broader audience, showcasing your products or services, generating leads and sales, establishing trust, providing customer support, and maintaining competitiveness within your industry.
The Hello LLC is committed to helping you excel in all these aspects of modern business, not just limited to the metaverse alone.
Why should you choose the Hello LLC to navigate this transformational journey?
By partnering with us and harnessing cutting-edge technology, you can provide immersive experiences for your customers, expand your global reach, reduce operational costs, and enhance brand recognition, all while working with a company that holds integrity in high regard. Our commitment to ethical and principled business practices ensures that your journey towards success is not only innovative, it is also firmly rooted in trust and transparency.
Don't wait. Take the first step towards a brighter business future. Contact us today to explore how we can support you in developing a remarkable digital presence and immersive experience that will leave a lasting impression.
At Fanbase, we're focused on giving a voice to content creators and diversity from all backgrounds. Entrepreneurs, musicians, fitness enthusiasts, foodies, makeup artists, influencers, everybody can create a Fanbase page and instantly become a paid content creator. To make your content exclusive, first upload or choose the picture or video you'd like to share. Next, click the exclusive content button. Then click the exclusive content agreement button. All exclusive content must be owned and created by the user. Exclusive content and their creators are protected from copyright infringement by our fan-based terms of service. That's it! Exclusive posts can be found at the far right tab of any profile and is also identified with a fan-based banner in the feed. Exclusive posts can be unlocked by any user by subscribing or using Loves. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to your favorite content creator or start creating exclusive content today. Fanbase subscription social media.
I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and go and you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
Hello, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. And my genius is helping women accelerate the path to success. You know, I was blessed to have strong women in my life who encouraged, motivated, and pushed me to do my best and to never even think about giving up on my dreams. So I say to women, we must show up to rise up. We have talents and potential, but who will see them if we don't speak up and get noticed? I know that women are a tremendous resource on this planet, and there is nothing more fulfilling than helping a woman tap into her full potential. I do this because I want to be a part of helping as many women as I can to show up, to rise up. I do this because genius is common. Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America. And my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million plus women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
Phenomenal Tanya T. Wise, who is here from the great state of Maryland. Tanya, welcome and thank you for being with us today. Can you indulge our audience a little bit and tell them just a little bit more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Well, I love being able to talk to people and have a magnetic attitude, being able to just show them. So I always like to say, level up is Coach at Tanya T. Wise here.
So can you tell our audience, just give them a teaser about what your presentation will be about?
So my philosophy is that we should all be living our dream life. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you start living your dream life. What are some of the things that you thought about in your childhood that you just kind of let go and dormant?
Wow.
And I want to reignite that and just give you some pointers and some tips, some tools, some strategies to be able to start living your best life now. And guess what, Rhonda? And leave an inheritance for your legacy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's resonating with a lot of people. I've heard that you have a dynamic coaching program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So our coaching program help people that have the lack of time, that lack strategies, and lack the confidence to go after their dream life. So we help them implement tools, we help them implement strategies, as well as give them resources so that they can live their best life now and leave that inheritance.
Wow. Oh, I love that. I love the leave the inheritance part. Listen, you are dropping some major nuggets, and I know a lot of what you're saying is resonating with a lot of people, but I think we're all curious. How did you even make this transition into the speaking and coaching arena? What's the story behind this?
So I started out in finance, and I realized that a lot of people don't necessarily go after their dream life because of the lack of finances or the education behind finances. But it wasn't until I lost my firstborn, my only son, that life changed for me. And where I was going after it all, living the corporate life, hit my 6-figure income and living in my dream house with my dream man, driving my dream car. I nearly lost it all when I lost my son. And so I realized it only takes one financial catastrophe that can change your entire life. That's what made me start All New Beginnings. Because no matter what's going on in life, there's a new beginning. And because of that, we develop a program called Wise Minded. My little slogan is, don't just dream it, let's live it.
If they want to connect with you or work with you, what is the best ways for them to be able to do that?
Well, for my social media guru, you can connect with me on every single social media platform as Tanya T. Wise.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sidney Wormsby, and I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is Ms. Marilyn Clark with the title of Distinguished Toastmaster. She's also a John Maxwell certified speaker, trainer, coach, and DISC behavioral analysis consultant. Ms. Merlin is the founder and CEO of Mac Leadership Solutions, LLC, and she's also a published author and entrepreneur specializing in personal and professional growth. Ms. Merlin has more than 30 years of business experience, including personal and professional development, leadership development, business and life coaching, entrepreneurship, and real estate investment. Her mission? Simple as this: to help others grow personally and professionally. Her core values are integrity, impact, valuing others, gratitude, and community service. And as I mentioned, she's a published author of 2 books, Letting It Go and Flourish. I present to you the one and only Miss Merlin Clark.
Hello, Sidney. How are you today?
Good. I was trying to get that one and only in there to kind of so I apologize in that. The one, the only, the phenomenal.
Thank you for that fantastic
rumble.
Thank you for that fantastic introduction. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. I know you've got some great things to talk to folks about, and I don't want to get in the way of that, so I'm going to step out. As we say, genius is common. I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. And I am super excited to be here today, and even more excited to speak about Black businesses and how we should lead across different generations, specifically our Gen X and Gen Z employees. Now, there are many successful Black businesses out there, many of which were launched during the pandemic. And as a leadership coach, I am even more excited to speak about leadership. Now, leadership is important for businesses to be successful. Before you can lead others, you must practice self-leadership. How many of you agree that leading yourself is more challenging than leading others? because for me, that is a challenge, but I'm learning to overcome that. All right. Because when we lead ourselves, we have to embrace and practice emotional intelligence. We have to be disciplined. Yes, leadership matters. In fact, the tagline for my business is "We are moral authority." What is moral authority? I'm glad you asked. You see, moral authority leadership is the highest level of authority, and it is based on recognizing who the leader is, more so than his title or his position. I find that too many people get caught up in positions and titles, and they think that's what leadership is about. In fact, positional leadership is the lowest level of authority. For example, if you have someone who has grown through the rank and you have identified that they could be a good leader, and you give them the position of a leader without providing them with leadership skills, how does that serve them and the company? Moral authority leaders are given this recognition by the people they lead. These leaders are competent, they are courageous, consistent, empathetic, and they are resilient. Now, let's talk about competence, as I alluded earlier. When you promote someone into a leadership position, it is important to make sure that you give that emerging leader the training that they need, the leadership training that they need, communication skills training. And competence means you're a constant learner. You embrace learning. You are lifelong learners, and you train your teams. You're also courageous. You see, in businesses, you will face obstacles. It's not if, but when you face them. You see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Moral authority leaders plow through their obstacles. They do not abandon ship when trouble comes. They grow through their pain and challenges, and their teams watch them as they go and grow. You see, your team members are watching you. They are observing how you react, how you behave when you face obstacles. Are you practicing emotional intelligence when you go through those challenges? You're empathetic. When your team members make mistakes, you hold them accountable, but you teach them to learn from their mistakes. You provide an avenue, provide them feedback so that they can learn from their mistakes, because sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. They document their mistakes so that they do not repeat those same mistakes. And they use those documentation as a stepping stone to success. Let me repeat that. We can use our failure as stepping stone to success. Moral authority leaders recognize that failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Now, with this approach to mistakes, their employees are more likely to step outside of their comfort zone into their growth zone and be innovative and creative. They are now willing to take calculated risks. Now, they will speak up in meetings. They will share their ideas. They're not shrinking back because they know that they have leaders who will support them if they make mistakes and provide an opportunity for them to learn from their mistakes. Now, that's it for moral authority leadership. Let's speak a little more on success. Success is achieved when business owners and leaders have specific characteristics. Yes, and these characteristics are vision, integrity, decisiveness, effective communication skills, accountability, optimism, empathy, and they embrace diversification. Now let's dive into these characteristics or core values, if you will. When it comes to vision, great leaders have a clear strategic vision for the future, and they know how to communicate that vision to inspire their employees, their followers. Because if you can share your vision with your employees and inspire them, you will get their buy-in, and they're more likely to perform and help you live that vision. You're transparent. Integrity versus reputation. Now, reputation is what people see. We want to maintain a good reputation. We want to protect our brand. And that's what people see. We're honest, we're strong, we have strong morals, and we lead by example. We build trust and respect from team members. Integrity is who we are at the very core. It's who we are all the time, regardless of who is around. When it comes to decisiveness, these leaders make difficult decisions promptly and firmly using expert input. This demonstrates their confidence, and it earns support from their peers as well as from their teams. When it comes to communication, they practice active listening. In other words, they are listening to understand what is being spoken. They're not listening to reply and interrupt. They're transparent. They embrace collaboration. And this helps you to connect with your teams and provide clarity, and it builds loyalty. Loyalty not only with your employees, but also with your clients, your customers. You embrace accountability. You hold yourself and your team members accountable for goals which conduct and drive results. You embrace optimism. You demonstrate and embrace positivity and confidence that goals can be achieved. And what this does is energize and motivate your teams. You practice empathy. You truly care about people. You listen to understand, and you have a diverse perspective, which allows connection and inclusion. Now, speaking of diversification, let us discuss the differences and similarities across two generations. There are differences across generations, the millennial, the Gen X's, the Gen Z's, but today I will speak specifically on the Gen X and the Gen Z employees. Because unfortunately, many leaders lead all their generations similarly, and that's a mistake. You have to lead them differently. In other words, you have to get to know the Gen X's and the Gen Z's and see what their preferences are. When it comes to communication preferences, it is important to provide personality assessments for your team members. Why? Why do we need to do that? As a DISC behavioral analyst, I can speak on this. You need to know their personality style as well as their communication style. In order for you to achieve success, you need to communicate differently based on people's communication and personality styles. You need to learn how to adjust your style to theirs, given the situation. For the Gen X employees, they value direct and clear communication. They appreciate open and honest, transparent communication from their leaders. They prefer in-person interactions and formal communication channels such as meetings and emails. That's the Gen X employees. Now, the Gen Z employees are more comfortable with digital communication. They often prefer instant messaging, social media, and video calls. They appreciate concise and visually engaging content. However, they still value face-to-face interactions for building personal connections. How would you lead them? What's your leadership approach then for them when it comes to this? Business owners and senior leaders should communicate clearly and straightforwardly with the Gen X employees, ensuring that information is provided through meetings or well-structured emails. But for the Gen Z employees, leaders should incorporate digital communication tools and platforms while also recognizing the value of occasional in-person interactions for the purpose of establishing rapport. Now, when it comes to work-life balance, Gen X employees, for them, it's important. Work-life balance is important for them. They value flexibility and autonomy in their work schedules. They often seek stability and security in their careers, and they aim to balance their professional and their personal lives. However, when it comes to work-life balance for our Gen Z employees, they place a strong emphasis on work-life integration. They are comfortable with technology, blurring the lines between work and personal life. Gen Z employees seek meaningful and flexible work arrangements, and they value opportunities to learn and grow. More than the Gen X employees, the Gen Z workers highly value work-life balance and prioritize it in their careers. Having grown up watching millennials hustle in jobs with poor work-life integration, the Gen Z employees prefer greater equilibrium. And surveys show flexibility is one of the most desirable work attributes for Gen Z employees. They want the ability to have fluid schedules between remote and office work so that they can effectively manage their personal lives. Now, with digital connectivity, the Gen Z employees see no reason why they can't productively work from anywhere at non-traditional times. If it's up to them, they will have a laptop sitting on the beach and working, up in the mountains, wherever they prefer, as long as they have that digital connectivity. They also desire roles that engage their passions and provide meaning. They are unwilling to sacrifice their values, their relationships, or their well-being for work, and they seek employment that aligns with their lifestyles and their interests. So rather than deriving their entire identity from work, Gen Z employees consider their jobs as just another aspect of a rich, multidimensional life. They spearhead a cultural shift away from constant hustle. So, having said that, organizations that provide Gen Z's flexibility, purposeful work, and reasonable workloads will have high engagement levels with these employees. It promotes true work-life integration with Gen Z, and it delivers returns in innovation, loyalty, and productivity. Now, when it comes to leading them, and we talk about feedback and recognition, for the Gen X employees, they value recognition for their experience, expertise, and contributions. They appreciate constructive feedback and opportunities for growth. So for them, regular feedback helps them understand their progress and areas for improvement. However, for the Gen Z employees, they seek frequent feedback and recognition for their efforts. They appreciate both positive reinforcement and they embrace constructive criticism because they are motivated by opportunities to learn and advance quickly in their roles. So they don't mind constructive criticism. So your leadership approach for them should be to provide consistent feedback and recognition to the Gen X employees, acknowledging their experience and providing opportunities for professional development. But for the Gen Z, you should offer timely feedback, highlighting their achievements, and provide a clear pathway for growth within the organization. Let's talk about leadership style. For Gen X employees, they respond well to hands-on leadership that provide clear expectations and guidelines, and they appreciate leaders who are knowledgeable and experienced. They appreciate a collaborative leadership style. However, the Gen Z employees value inclusive and participatory leadership. They respond positively to leaders who are open to their ideas, and they encourage innovation and provide a sense of purpose for them. They want leaders who are accessible and approachable. So the leadership approach, you should exhibit a hands-on approach when working with Gen X and offer guidance and support while leveraging their experience. But for the Gen Z employees, you should encourage participatory leadership style that fosters creativity. Involve them in the decision-making process and communicate the greater purpose of their work. They want meaningful work. They want to know how their work contributes to the organization. So, in conclusion, we understand the unique characteristics and preferences of both Gen X and Gen Z. This can help business owners and senior leaders tailor your leadership approach effectively. And organizations can create environments that engage and motivate employees from their different generations by adapting communication styles, respecting work-life balance, provide meaningful feedback, and align leadership styles. Now, when it comes to technology usage, the Gen X adapt to technology, but they may struggle a little with the newer platforms. The Gen Z employees, on the other hand, are tech savvy and are known as the digital natives. I think every one of them was born with a laptop, who rely heavily on technology. The Gen Z employees rely heavily on technology. They are activists and they are passionate about social causes and justice, and they desire to make an impact. Gen Zs are more assertive and forthright. Having grown up with social media, they are very comfortable publicly expressing their views and advocating for change. See, I grew up in an era where I was told that children should be seen and not heard. Not that for the Gen Z, because they believe their voices deserve to be heard. The Gen X, on the other hand, are more skeptical of authority. They will directly question leadership decisions, but in a less confrontational manner than the Gen Zs. Gen Zs demand responsiveness from their leaders. If their desires are not addressed, Gen Z employees may escalate advocacy through protest or quitting, unlike older generations. They expect dialogue and compromise. While forceful in voicing their wants, though, they do value mutual understanding and reaching solutions together. Now, the Black Business Expo is about entrepreneurship and businesses, right? So let's talk about entrepreneurship when it comes to our Gen X and Gen Z. The Gen X generation, they're more motivated by independence and control over their careers, while the Gen Zs are more motivated by passion projects and creative self-expression. Let's talk about that some more. Gen X employees will carefully research and build business plans before launching. But the Gen Z are more likely to jump in with a minimum viable product to test the ideas. Gen X employees, they use entrepreneurship to capitalize on their experience and expertise, while Gen Z leverage youthful energy and digital skills. As I said before, they're digital natives, they are tech savvy. Gen X build networks and partnerships carefully over time, while Gen Z harness online network and influencer marketing. Social media. Gen Z accept work-life integration. That is, their work and life blend together. They view failure as a learning opportunity and they are willing to pivot. To wrap this up, here are some key points. Leaders must embrace a moral authority level of leadership, which include competence, consistency, courage, and empathy. And organizations that provide Gen Zs the flexibility and purposeful work, reasonable workloads, they will have higher engagement levels with their employees. So it's important to promote true work-life integration for Gen Zs. This delivers returns in innovation. You get loyalty and it increases productivity. Now, when compared to other generations, Gen Zs tend to be more entrepreneurial. They're comfortable with change and they insist on alignment between work and personal values. They grew up with more economic caution and responded poorer to traditional hierarchical management styles. So when you offer Gen Z's work that matters, flexibility, and room for growth, you get more engagement, you get more out of them. Give them what they want. This quote from Z. Ziegler, if you give the people more of what they want, they will give you what you want. So in closing, you want to make sure you embrace accountability, provide room for growth and improvement, and flexibility when it comes to work-life balance for your teams. And that is how you gain success. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Now, if you want to reach me and learn more about my service, I am Merlin A. Clark, the founder and CEO of Mac Leadership Solutions, LLC. I am a DISC consultant, and I help you assess your personality style, your communication style, help you adjust your style, coach you through that. I am a business and life coach, a keynote speaker, a trainer, and I help you unlock your potential to be the best version of yourself, to bring out that inner greatness, because we all have it inside. It's a matter of getting someone to help you bring it out on the outside and live your full potential, what you were placed here to do, add value to others. Thank you so much.
Did you know that approximately 333.34 million businesses exist today, according to a report from 2021? And you may be one of those businesses, or maybe you're not in the business market yet, but you're aspiring to be a business owner. Well, guess what? You're in the right place at the right time. Because let's face it, everything is about timing and opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Lotus Richey, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Lotus Richey Coaching and Consulting, LLC, along with the Lotus Richey Ignite Show. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Richey, as well as books to boom your business and bring who you are. And today, I want to bring this amazing message to you about the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. See, the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics is designed to help people just like you, that's right, that look like me, to take their business to the next level. Not just in your front yard or your backyard, but globally. The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics is designed not to just help you survive, but to help you thrive. So join us today as we come together with businesses all around the world to support our students, our children, our young teens, our young entrepreneurs. What we do is we come together to help raise funds for students who are aspiring to be business entrepreneurs, who are aspiring and who are thriving in college. We endow them with a wonderful opportunity to gain scholarship of either a laptop or several thousands of dollars. And we invite you to help be a contributor to this amazing opportunity to help someone that looks just like you. So join us today at our website and let us connect with you and help you ignite and take flight in every area of your life on the Black Business Network and the Black Business Olympics. I'll see you on the other side.
Artist to me is a creative expression of something from nothing. You know, it explodes onto the canvas, or it explodes on in my work. One of the things that I try to do more than anything is I try to just give the lines and the movements and emotions and expressions into what I do. Art really means to me a chance to express how I feel deep down inside. Most of my art begins as a thought that I might have, you know, whether it's sports, whether it's history, whether it's a woman or a man. It pretty much starts as an idea of thought before I get into the actual image of what I'm going to draw. I do a lot of historical pieces. I was a history minor in college, and I love to do history pieces. And a lot of times I'm thinking about history, and then I try to make that history impact you as you look at it. That's one of the reasons I do pictures so large. You know, people ask me, why do I do the pictures so big? And I tell them, I want the piece to impact them as they're looking at it. To kind of dominate them, dominate their space. And most of my pieces I try to do off page. I don't try to do anything that's going to be in those four corners or in a square. And I want your imagination to be a part of the piece that you're looking at.
The Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics are essential platforms for Black business owners globally. They provide the tools and support you need to succeed in today's competitive marketplace. Join us today as we collaborate together with businesses from around the world to support our children, students, and young future entrepreneurs, Black businesses and corporations. We raise funds for students going to college and young entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be business owners, and we invite you to be a contributor today. Visit the website www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to connect with and learn more about how the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics can help you not only share your amazing business story to businesses, but also serve future generations. Hello, my name is David Jones, CEO and co-founder of the Hello LLC, where we help businesses build a culture, brand and experience, and leverage technology to pivot into Web3. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into Roku, Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Spotify, Twitch, and Google Podcasts. Tune in, turn on, and let's thrive.
Did you know that our black dollar only lasts for 6 hours in our community? Yet other communities, their dollars last for 19 to 30 days.
The Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation. Yes, that's why we created the Black Wall Street Nation. Black Wall Street Nation is a centralized directory available to all black businesses across the world. It was created for businesses like you, the ones that want to start and the ones who have a dream that have already started, such as businesses like Drop in a Bucket Productions, Valito Foods, Sugar Tea Branding Firm, All the Dazzle, Bun Cakeaholic, Miss Riot, and you, and you. We'll have marketing, seminars, and some funding coming soon just for you. So, we want you to come and join www.blackwallstreetnation.com. See you there. Building relationships to get you known, get you connected, and get paid.
Attention all entrepreneurs and companies. Are you looking for reliable and efficient virtual assistants and back office support to help you manage your business tasks? Look no further than Superwoman Business Services. Our team of virtual assistants provides a full range of administrative support services, including operations management, social media marketing, and much more. We also offer website design services to help you create a professional online presence that reflects your unique brand. In addition to administrative support and website design, we offer business development and structuring services to help you grow your business and achieve your goals. We'll work closely with you to identify areas of improvement and develop a customized plan to help you reach your full potential. At Superwoman Business Services, we understand that running a business can be overwhelming and time-consuming. That's why we're here to help you fly high and achieve success. Our virtual assistants are highly skilled, experienced, and dedicated to providing you with the support you need to thrive. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights. Let us help you become the superhero entrepreneur you are meant to be. Contact Superwoman Business Services today to learn more about our back office support services. Come fly with us and take your business to new heights.
I am from Washington, D.C., but I was raised in Durham, North Carolina. I came to Durham when I was about 5 or 6. And then I traveled back and forth to D.C. because it's where my people are from. One of the unique things about my family is my mother, she's also an artist. She does quilting. And she does a lot of artistic things. And then my son, he draws with both hands, his right hand and his left hand like I do. So that's kind of a family trait. And then my other son, he's a videographer, and my daughter, she works, she's a regional vice president for Sunglasses. When you start out drawing and sketching, you want to continue to explore, you know, each avenue. I do pastels, I do pen and ink, I do painting, I do acrylics. I haven't done oils yet, but I try to do all facets of art. What I say to a lot of times to people is, you know, you can't put yourself in a box when you're an artist. You have to explore. And over the course of my life, I've tried to explore different mediums. I also do sculpture as well. I choose my subjects by the intensity that they have in their faces, or the intensity that somebody is moving, because I do more than portrait drawings. I also do I do abstract, and then I do figurative drawing also. Well, what happened in this particular show is that I started out trying to come up with something that would be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. So I was working on a Barack Obama show, and they wanted me to do some paintings of Barack. And so what I did was, because of the deadlines, I kind of did it kind of fast. And then I realized when I was doing it fast, I enjoyed it. And so then I started doing other pieces the same way, and I started to enjoy those pieces also. And so I came up with this particular style, and it's a style of lines and colors. And what's interesting is that when I was in college, I did a show called Lines, Colors, and I talked about the boldness of the blacks, the hotness of the whites, and this is how this has come about, you know, later on in my life. And the colors comes from a lot of the entertainers that I work with, where they wear different colors. They don't wear, you know, your plain reds or your whites. They wear different colors, and so that's also another piece of what's giving me the colors. The subtitle of this show is Faces That Speak Life. That's real critical. Faces that speak life. Each one of these pieces is a life source and a life energy that's being put on display for people that are looking at them. You know, I always say in terms of my art, it's not important that I draw them. It's important what you get out of what I draw. You know, I don't try to just draw it because you like it. People wanted me to do prints. I didn't do prints. You know, people asked me to do different people, but the people that I choose are people that make a difference in the lives of people in the world. So the human landscape idea was, again, as I say, the lines represent your emotions, it represents your ideas, and it represents your journey as a human being. And that's why you get the different pieces and the different looks. And as you notice, I try not to do one look that looks alike another look. And that's what's the most important part of this show.
Over the past few years, we've seen the growth of existing and new initiatives focused on financial inclusion, building global networks, and reducing the wealth gap in response to the idea there's not enough seats at the table. Whether their outcomes are to increase the representation of Black executives on corporate boards, ensure an inclusive global economy, or to create new U.S. African commercial pathways, the strategies are often carried out by separate programs. The question is, should they be? With the continent of Africa being home to more than half of the world's fastest growing economies, the youngest workforce, over 400 companies generating more than $1 billion annually, 700 generating more than $500 million annually that are poised for growth, and being the destination of nearly $5 billion in venture capital in 2021. Diversifying U.S. and Africa commercial engagement by building bridges between African businesses and their U.S. diaspora should begin being seen as mutually beneficial. From helping to reduce Africa's enormous capital gap to catalyzing two-way trade opportunities, the COVID-19 global pandemic hopefully has taught us that global challenges and opportunities are more interconnected than we thought. During the pandemic, African companies like Unicorn Flutterwave, insurance provider Reliance Health, ride-hailing app Yasir, and 54Gene, the continent's first bank of DNA on people of African descent, proved that when African companies have access to networks, capital, and information, they grow big, grow fast, and create solutions that are valuable to the world. This is why Be Direct was created. We are the first U.S.-based but African-centric board preparedness and board search company designed to connect U.S. Black talent and corporations to African businesses. Unique and fundamental to Be Direct's success is our process of helping board candidates adapt their experience and networks to an African context before they're connected to high-growth companies that are looking to locally and globally scale. From our focus groups with African business execs and government leaders, we don't ignore the sentiment that business is easy, but people are hard. Having a pool of board candidates with hard-to-access networks and extensive experience across the business life cycle, including successfully raising capital, is table stakes for an initiative like this. So yes, we have that. But corporate or entrepreneurial success in the U.S. does not guarantee success in Africa. Developed alongside industry partners on the continent, our training program, Be Direct Prep, is designed to transpose their experience to create cultural comfort, understanding, and a commitment to helping businesses in Africa scale. Our board governance sessions are African, continental, and country-specific, integrated with cultural awareness and dexterity training, masterclasses led by African industry execs, and mentoring and coaching from African continental-based facilitators. But even more unique to Be Direct Prep, we cap off our training program with an immersion trip to help candidates that have not been to Africa before see and feel Africa's complexity and opportunity from African soil. We all know traditional network-based board placement has historically left a lot of us out of ever really being in the paid board pipeline. Our strategy supports the work of many great organizations that are successfully filling seats at U.S. board tables by creating more tables for those that are still left on the sideline. It's time to start seeing the role and value of U.S. Black talent and businesses on the continent of Africa differently. Old perceptions and habits limit economic inclusion. Let's transition Black talent and the African businesses they will support from the periphery of the global economy to its core. Living in a global lockdown, we all know now how fast local and global economies can change, and see the value of having businesses that hire, strengthen local value chains, and even grow globally. Status quo in any form holds back progress. We must democratize U.S.-Africa commercial engagement by socially and economically connecting cultures that have long been disconnected. It's time for Africa's U.S. diaspora to redefine their global value by helping African businesses scale continentally and globally.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am black business.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am black business. I am black business. Are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina.
Join Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am black business. I am black business. Tell me, are you black business? I am black business. Do you support black businesses? Listen, I support black business because I am black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of black business in the world.
Prepare for what's coming and dominate in economic winter. Stand strong and thrive by showcasing your great products and services globally through the Black Business Network and Black Business Olympics. The Black Business Network has showcased over 2,000 companies with over $7 billion in sales each year. Over 10 million attendees have viewed the rebroadcast each month. Through the Black Business Olympics, unique styles of business training and mentoring are turning students into business owners and entrepreneurial warriors who will dominate in any economy. Gain the ultimate advantage of the Black Business Olympics, 7 days of unbelievable topics and speakers speaking around the globe. Donate your time and experience to provide expertise and scholarships to students worldwide and change the world. Now, more than ever, new insights, tools, strategies, and capabilities are needed. This is your chance for a major presentation to the world. Fill out the form and join the more than 2,000 speakers who have presented to over 200 countries. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the Metaverse, STEM City, Black Multiverse Enterprises, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pod TV, IBM TV, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Sign up today. Spaces are limited, and we will see you there.
I was born in a little village on the island of Haiti. Many deadly diseases pounded me. It is as if they were on a mission to end my existence on this earth. I refused to give up. In 1983, I left Haiti and came to the United States of America. And I came with $5, 2 shirts. I didn't speak any English. I came to Atlanta. I got a job. I was a doorman. I was a doorman with a dream. What I used to come on stage. I'd rehearse this moment that I'm standing in front of you. That's the power of a dream. Maybe today is the day you begin acting as if you already have it. And then step out with full force. Take a risk. No condition is permanent. Don't let your situation distract you. You are chosen. You are called. You are born for a purpose in this life.
Did you know women represent just 3% of Fortune 500 CEOs and less than 15% of corporate executives at top companies worldwide? Have you wondered what the secrets are to getting into the top ranks, whether in the private or public sector? Do you want to figure out how to stop being held back in your career or passed over for promotion? Then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis, President and CEO of the Executive Women's Success Institute. I have decades of experience in the military, the federal government, and corporate America. And my mission is to help women succeed and tap into their full potential. I want to reach 1 million+ women around the world to become the leaders they are meant to be. So if you want to move into a management or executive level position, or maybe you are a female veteran transitioning out of the military into business entrepreneurship, then reach out to the Executive Women's Success Institute at 301-693-3284. Let us get you on the fast track to success.
I'm Ramon Ray, founder of Smart Hustle Magazine and smallbiztechnology.com.
You're here today to celebrate small business success. Stand up on your feet. You rocked the house. It was amazing. Didn't we learn? For me, success comes from failure. One thing not to do is shake somebody's hand like this.
I'm Kennedy Harris. My genius is being an entrepreneur. I'm the CEO of K-Lock, a company where I develop my very own line of kids supplements. I currently market my multivitamin for kids to help combat weak immunity. During the pandemic, research has shown that having a strong immune system is key to fighting off disease. My vitamins are for kids, but adults can benefit from them as well. I'm adding a proprietary blend to my supplement line. I want to create my own blend so that I have a competitive edge in the marketplace. Staying healthy is important to me so that we live longer and have healthier lives. My website is klockproducts.com. That is Klock. Genius is common.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.
You are in the right place at the right time. The Black Business Network opens again for its Black Business Olympics, a 24/7 broadcast on business, strategies, global branding, social media marketing, finance, advertisement, and much, much more. Featuring the top, most powerful entrepreneurs and speakers and thought leaders from all around the world as they gather together for this phenomenal event. Join the Black Business Network streaming live into the metaverse, STEM City, USA, Black Multiverse, Pod TV, Roku, Hulu, iHeartRadio, Apple TV, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Google Podcasts, Facebook, LinkedIn, IBM TV, Spotify, and Twitch. Tune in today and be a part of this amazing movement. The Black Business Olympics welcomes you.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Good afternoon, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Sidney Wormsby, owner and operator of Strategic Solutions and Uertis Edecus, a business growth and improvement consulting practice. I'm your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. Our next speaker is coming to us from the music and entertainment industry, Mr. Typhoon Williams. He's a young but very intellectually mature whirlwind of a talent, well known for his dexterous and ingenious abilities in musical creativity. Growing up in Japan, his upbringing adds a keen sense of Japan's core values of honor, respect, and loyalty to his persona. Also, his unwavering compassion towards the universe, especially in realms of quantum mechanics, gives his music a relaxed and imaginative feel. From his clever punchlines to catchy hooks, Typhoon's unique upbringing adds a sense of je ne sais quoi to modern music. Please help me present Mr. Typhoon Williams.
Hi there.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. It is an honor and a pleasure to be on this beautiful network that we call business.
Glad to have you here, and glad you could take some time out and share your thoughts and knowledge with us. So first of all, tell folks a little bit about the genre of music that you are primarily work in, operate in, create in.
Okay. Well, basically, with the name Typhoon, as you can tell, it's a Pacific storm, but in the center of it is very calm, like in a hurricane or a tornado or something. So it's just basically toroidal energy, a bunch of different energies and a bunch of different parameters that come within our life. And I just bring them all together to one center point. And so I become that center point of the Typhoon. Because we all come from walks of life, whether it's, being in one stationary place or we travel around the world our whole life. But within that same experience of life, we literally have a world of all type of energies going on, and it's swirling around us constantly. And we have to learn to focalize that energy into one point and calm it, and be put a piece of it and carry that energy with us and start moving things around and then bringing things up, mixing things together. And most of all, it comes down to unity and, transferring that unity back out.
All right. So what instruments do you play?
I play the keyboard, piano, of course. I taught myself how to play violin when I got in the Air Force, because I saw someone playing the violin and I wanted to, find a way to connect to people, mainly for the girls at the point in time. So I wanted to kind of serenade them in the mall and stuff like that, get some attention, hopefully find a lady friend. But I taught myself and found out that, the bigger connection that I found in music is actually dealing with artists who are sharing and giving me and allowing me to take their passion and soul and be a part of it. And I can dress it up and they can trust me. And it's no bigger gift. It's no amount of affection than that type of affection.
So with music, playing an instrument similar to sports, there comes a time that every youngster takes it from I'm doing this because my parents said to do it.
Yes.
To I want to be professional at that. So how long have you played music, and when did you decide that's what I want to do for my life?
Well, it's kind of funny because no one in my family does music actively or even as a hobby. They just listen to music. They do a little two-step dance, at a family gathering or anything like that. But I got into music because it was something that was always a part of my life. It was always there. It was always the median. It's everywhere. And just doing research from it, come to find out it is the form of communication. It is mathematical. It's energy driven. It's emotion driven. And also it is actually quantum driven, through the source field of imagination, through ideas that we know no one shares one idea. No one comes up with an idea. That idea is shared in a cloud of energy that we are tuned in like radios and we pull from it. And so, I got into it like that because it was something just giving it to me nonstop. I had a way with words. I had a lot of rhythm growing up and everything. So, and I wanted people's attention as well. I wanted a intellectual attention. I wanted to prove myself that I'm not just a regular kid. I can stand and have a conversation with other smart kids and other adults as well. Just my place in life, my purpose, and music draw me there. I come from a military family, so it was, you know, music is mainly free, you know, unless you're coming from more traditional genres of music. But like the genre of music I'm in, it's just all free, urban, creative music. And that's where the discipline, I was able to apply the discipline to such a free environment. And it was a blessing, and it's absolutely fun.
So I take it you were a military brat. I grew up a military brat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that why you were living in Japan?
Say again?
Is that why you were living in Japan?
Yes, that's why.
Okay. All right. So your dad must have been Air Force?
No, he was Marines. Yep.
Okay.
He was a drill instructor as well. And and then he was my mom's drill instructor. So that's how that goes. So right.
So at what age did you decide it's not just my fun thing, it's going to be my, you know, my professional thing?
It was while I was in the Air Force. I was 20 years old. And I was walking on a flight line, working with some jets or whatever. And my captain, she is a really, really cool lady from Texas. And she was laughing at my walk because I'm kind of tall and I have a little swag about my walk. I kind of like float a little bit. And she was like, "What kind of walk is that? Where are you from?" and everything. And she started talking to me. She was like, "What are you doing in the Air Force? Because I saw your flyers up around the base, around outside of the base. And I thought that was you, but now that I see, yeah, that's you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm performing out here." She was like, "So you're performing and recording and producing while you're working 12 to like 14 hours a shift on the flight line, defending our country, fighting for our country." And I was like, "Absolutely," because I love both, you know? And so that's when I took it professional, is because she was like, you know, you can do way more for your country. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like a hint, like, "Hey, man, just, you know, you got it already together." You know what I'm saying? Just go out there and expose yourself and give yourself to the world and let the world see you and be a benefit and make yourself presentable and helpful for the world, so we can get this thing we call peace fully under wraps.
Right. So it's interesting because people don't think of, well, let me put it a different way. When people think about music, they think about musicians and performing, being on stage, as you said, you know, being the center of attention, popularity, all that other kind of stuff. They don't necessarily think about it, you know, from the business perspective.
Right.
So you're working, you know, a very secure job. I mean, secure in, they don't lay people off from the military, right?
No, they don't.
Right. So working a secure job, you know, having an income, but you decide to go do something on your own, because when you're a musician, you're self-employed.
Yes.
So talk about the decision that you made, you know, to go from working for someone to working for yourself.
Right. That decision was the ultimate decision from when I came up for my separation dates. It was, do I take this step? Do I do what? I'm 21 years old. I was in the military for 21, basically, born in it. And then now I have an X amount of years outside of the military. And by that point in time, it's, do I want to climb the ladder, the corporate ladder of the military and rank system, and, you know, get out and do something big and be landlocked to that? Or do I apply all of the training that I've had through these 21 years, and these 4 years is a confirmation? And so I literally made that choice to say, I'm going to do it for myself, because there's already hundreds of thousands of airmen in the Air Force that are doing that job. You know what I'm saying? That probably can do it more focused and better than me, because I also have music. So I was at a relationship and a marriage decision. You know what I mean? So it was like, do I want to marry myself, or do I want to marry the Air Force? Do I want to marry, you know, I had already took an oath to it, you know, so no, I'm gonna marry myself, because I never took an oath to myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that we as people rarely do. We're quick to sign paperwork and contracts and get these bills in our names, but we never write a contract to ourselves, and we never marry ourselves and do it for ourselves, for self-perseverance, so we can continue to help the way that we've been helping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I did that. And so I took that step so I could use my platform, because I had known that I came from a very, very different, very world strict. Everyone knows about military brats, but to jump out and to pursue something that is saturated, the music industry is so saturated. So I did that to prove to myself that it's not saturated. It's actually very wide open. It's just that there's a lack of discipline when it comes to such a free environment. And all you need is that discipline, and you will pinpoint, laser focus straight through all the chaos and a lot of the mud.
Right. Well, it's interesting you mentioned about the discipline piece too, because when you hear of the stories of, you know, those who have been big and famous, and from our culture and community, when you hear the likes of James Brown, Michael Jackson, Prince, and if you get into today, the Jay-Z's, etc., you'll start hearing about, the discipline that they had about their craft, and about their business. If we're doing a show, there's no half stepping, there's no sort of, this is the move, this is the time, this is the step, etc. So how important, and obviously it must have been based on what you're saying, but talk about why that was such an important aspect to being successful within the music business, like it is in other businesses.
Yes, it's because there's I would say this idea that I'm doing music, I'm releasing my soul, and someone's going to like it. So that means someone's going to buy it, and like that discipline, it does apply, to any type of product. And with that, I literally had to separate myself from the love factor from it, from the self and the ego of it. It's like, but this is how I feel, and this is what I made. And I had to come to terms that there's a discipline that I want something from someone, and that's attention, that's some time, and that's some money. You know what I mean? With all business. And I had to be willing to give them something. And it comes through the form of discipline. It comes through a form of representation, of self-representation. And so when I jumped out and made that transfer over, that was the power move of making that. It was a self decision that I made of myself. It was like, it's all in or nothing. And it's so easy to say that, but to do it, it's really not. And,
right.
And I took a lot of baby steps. To come to this terms of where I'm at now. It was a lot of baby steps with a minimum amount of resources. And that's what it's about. Like the resources thing is, I would definitely say was my strongest point, because I had very little of them to do what I thought I needed to do, because they were all false resources that I thought I needed to have. So I wasted a lot of time and energy trying to get these false resources in order to do what I needed to do, but I didn't need the resources. You understand? So I feel like a lot of businesses do that. A lot of businesses try to follow this cookie cut platform and these cookie cut steps, when this is an all case by case scenario and experience that we're having. And everybody that we ran into and that we do business is not the same.
That's a great point. I tell the story. When I was in grad school, I came from an engineering background. So my undergrad was engineering, and that's very boom, 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 boom. Here's what it is. Here's what the laws are. Here's what the formulas are, blah, blah. I went to grad school for an MBA. Okay. And in my first semester, I'm in a marketing class, and the professor, every time, one of us asks a question, every time the answer started with, well, that depends. And I started getting frustrated. It depends. It depends. How come this guy doesn't know the answer? And coming from that, engineering technical, where this is the way it is, this is the way that it is. And I was struggling in the class, even though I'd done very well, struggling in the class because I couldn't quite get that concept that you just brought there, that the depends wasn't, I don't know. The depends is, what are all the factors? Tell me all the things that are involved and included in this, so that I can then formulate what the right answer is, because it depends whether it's this or that, or these combinations of those and these, as to what you're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Like with, just like with any equation, there is an order of operations. The result's going to be different. There's going to be similar characters and factors within that equation, but no equation is the same. And there's going to be an order of operations when you're dealing with quantum equations, and you're dealing with calculus and trigonometry and things like that.
Right.
That's what we are at life. We're math.
So you mentioned something in your earlier answer too about you needed to decide whether you were going to change what you were doing in your music because you were trying to get something from someone else.
Yes,
their attention, their money,
Yeah.
And you talked about a concept in a way that was music oriented, but I heard it in a way that's very business functional.
Right.
You started talking about understanding what they wanted. And giving them what they want. Talk about that a little bit more.
Well, I understood that with today's, like with market is still the same. There's no, now is now. We're still going to need people. And what I understood, what I was always good at is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's just being able to give people attention to hear what they're going through. And that's how I made a lot of friends in my life. It's just by having, you know, these ears are small, but they can take in a lot, you know.
Right.
And I listened to the people, and that's basically like your customer, your fan base. You got to listen to them, because
Right.
they are the ones who are coming to you for a resource that you have, you know. And my resource wasn't just the music, it was the way I was putting my product together, the way I was doing my words. I was taking time and consideration out. Instead of just writing my feelings down on a piece of pad or just freestyling, I was literally putting time and thought into one bar, you know, of what I was going to be able to express myself, you know. And then it came down to a formula of, why am I saying it? And does it coincide with the other bars? And do they all come into a whole song and a whole feeling and an emotion into a whole album? You know, but it starts off with that one word. You know what I'm saying? That one, you know, most songs start off with the word, hit songs start off with the word you, because it's about you, you know, it's about the customer. It's not about I and me, you know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing that a lot of people fail to.
You know, and I think you're exactly right. It's the biggest, in my consulting practice, one of the things I see the most is that people are, when they start talking to me about their business, they talk about the features and functions of their product or their service. Here's what, you know, I can do. Here's what we can do. Here's what my product does. It's like, oh, that's fine, but you know, what do they want? What are they trying to resolve? What are they, you know, what are they looking for, et cetera? And what you're talking about there is key and kind of front and center.
Right,
you're going to have a great business. You have to start with, what is the problem that I'm trying to solve, and who am I solving it for? Now I understand them, and I can now create something that really works for them, but I also know how to speak to them. You know, and you might be speaking to them literally in a song, where, you know, another type of business, another industry will be speaking to them in their marketing message, in their flyer, in their advertising, in their brand colors, and all those other kinds of things.
Yes. And it takes, like, when it comes to writing those songs and products, I literally was taking the same formula that what do we call it? Shadow marketing does. You know, the shadow marketing side of it is like the setting of trends. Like, you see a trend, like they make these trends big. They get the image of something, you know. And so I was seeing, what is it that people are looking for on a broader scale. It wasn't about like more shiny things, because everything's dropped down a little bit, but the business, it was more about more organic things. You know what I'm saying? Connecting to people. People, like, because we've been so separated from the post-COVID situation, and it hurt us really bad on how socially connected we were, you know, because we all played a major role on the decision makings of the products we were buying. We played a major role on the decision makings of the events we were going to go to. And once that ceased to happen, we lost the connectivity of how we connect with each other, with our likes, our do's, our don'ts, you know what I'm saying? And that's where people spend their money and wants to spend their time and their energy at and their attention at, is where they feel comfortable at. And I love to make comfortable products, comfortable music, to where grandmama can listen to it, uncle can listen to it, and a niece and nephew can listen to it. Because, you know, my mom and dad are military, and I can't misrepresent them. I got to have honor. And I do that amongst the whole human race. You know what I mean? The whole race, I do it for it. So
somebody told me the quote and the phrase one time that everything you do to either honor or dishonor someone. And so you need to choose whether you are choosing to do something to honor someone, which usually is the result or results in good behavior and good outcomes, positive outcomes, or if you're doing something to dishonor someone, which usually results in bad stuff, bad actions, bad activities, and bad outcomes. So I think you're kind of talking to that same point. Most people, as I said before, don't know the business, music as a business. They know it as the entertainment and the fun and all that kind of stuff. What are some of the other business aspects? So after the music is done, meaning after the music is created, what's the business aspect of music?
Like anything else, manufacturing, you go from this pre-production to this production, and then the post-production. And once you get this product all sealed up, like your song, say if you got an EP, Say if you got your album, or say if you got a single, or just a little digital project or something like that. But you still have to go through those steps like every single business, because business is business no matter where you go. Only in Japan, you got to take a different law class to do Japanese business, because they operate with a hierarchy system and everything a little bit. And so, but it's the same thing across the board. It's going to be one of these things to where you have to know this product, and it's not about demographics or targeting, right? It's about, you should already have that taken care of when the product is done, or you just made a random product for no reason. So it's about literally, is it comfortable? Or am I comfortable with this product, releasing it? Because most of the people who do music don't even live the lifestyle of the music that they're doing. They don't even want to own up to the product that they're making. So it's almost like false advertising and fraud.
Right.
Because the people are literally going after this type of music and then living the life of this music, of the actual product. They're consuming this product and then going out and spreading it to the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually making us sick as a people. So I'm here to cure that.
So when you talk about, and again, I love the phrase, business is business, no matter what industry that you're in. So absolutely correct. So I hear you talking about, hey, after I've created this thing, and it's in its, bright, shiny package, its brown paper bag, whatever it's in, I still have to go out and I have to market it. I have to, let people know that it exists. And I have to make sure that it meets some need or expectation that they have. And so I'm doing all those same things around identifying who is my market, what do they want, what are they willing to pay for it, where do they want to buy it, pick it up, et cetera. No more music stores anymore. You're going into, unless you're buying, vinyl. But
that's good.
Yeah. So, but where are they going to pick it up? What's the best place for them? What's the best distribution point? Yada 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 yada. Correct. So all those things are still incorporated in the business.
Yes, absolutely. And like with the AI systems now, it's just what's a great business model, and it's going to give you the basic steps. No matter if you say for the music industry or the agriculture industry, you're going to have these same common steps that you have to take. And it's the same way with just doing business within our own personal lives. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changes, and it all starts from home. You know what I mean?
One of the best pieces of advice I got from, and this is, right after I got out of grad school, I was, thinking about being an entrepreneur. I was planning. I knew it was going to be. And I was listening to this guy talk. He was African-American, owned a bunch of McDonald's, so he's a franchisee, had a bunch of stores, doing quite well. His best advice was create an org chart. He said, no matter what business you're in, create an organizational chart. An organizational chart is going to have all the same functions. I don't care what business that you're in. And he said, write the name of the person who's responsible of each function under that block. And he said, and if you don't have a name of an employee, then your name goes there, because those are all the things that need to be done. And I think I hear you saying the same thing, that look, business is business. This stuff has to get done. We got to go out and do these things the same way that every other business. If you're a retail restaurant, or if you're a retail music store, or if you're a doctor, or if you're, you have to have all these same functions to be completed in order to have a successful business.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you have, when did you transition from just being the musician creator to being, on the business side of music as well?
It's exactly what you just said. There was a missing piece right there. I could have paid someone to go do it for me, or I could fulfill it myself. And I took the responsibility and the initiative to do it myself, And so I self-educated. It really wasn't any trial or error. It's because I was just such in an educational mode. Everything it wasn't even a test. It was just all learning, not realizing that I was actually doing the real thing as I was learning, because I wasn't trying to make it happen. I was just trying to understand it. And so by me filling that void in of just wanting to fill this gap, I actually filled a gap for not just myself, for anybody else who comes in contact with me, is because I took those steps that was a necessity that I didn't have, of the marketing and everything like that. Although selling is one thing, is try to, sell something, but in order to create longevity and these continuous business actions, and to have a customer or a client that wants to stick to my team, that wants to say, hey man, I love the way you do what you do. I want you to do what you do for me all the time. That's a family. That is a relationship. That's like becoming the family doctor, and you have to, I found out that there are people who needed those things. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I had a network like this back in the day, other than the trials and tribulations that I ran to just by running into people. And so the major deciding factor was that void was there. That's a real empty space, and I felt a real disconnect. So I connected myself, and then lo and behold, it's the same exact thing as any other marketing. It's get it together, target it, find out where you're going to put it, and so forth and so on, and then just trust it. But it has to be a good product, that's a comfortable product that you're comfortable with, because there was a lot of products out there that I've made with other people and other clients that I wasn't fit with. So, and it never went anywhere, is because my heart and soul wasn't in it all the way in it. I just did the service, and I found out that was not the best type of business to do. You know what I'm saying?
So talk about that. So you went from, basically adding the business side to you.
Yes.
But then you started taking on other clients on the business side, running the business function for them.
There were artists and producers and engineers like myself who just didn't have that, just the case-by-case scenario that made me want to go for that, because they're so focused on one side through, media or anything.
So talk about the biggest the biggest learning that you had going from just being an artist to being, the business side and the business head of that. And then talk about, do that one first, and then I'll ask the follow-up.
Okay, no worries. So it was recently, actually. It was June, I would say late July, around July 28th, around there. I had got accepted as a full-time management contract from a record company called Liquid Sound Records. And I was scratching my head like, full-time management contract? Like, I thought what about a record deal? You know what I'm saying? And that's I literally looked it up and I read over the contract. As I was reading over it, I said, aha, this is how it is. This is real business right here. It wasn't that somebody's giving me an advance. It wasn't that somebody is going to give me a handout and expect me to pay it back, and I have to fulfill all of these obligations and everything. It was that somebody is willing to represent me and to make me a part of their team, and to actually do business with me for here on out. You know what I'm saying? Not just a one-time interaction, like a sale here and, okay, you got your product, I got my money. We all go separate ways. That's when the aha moment came and said, this is business. This is why it's spelled a certain way of busyness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that's supposed to constantly keep you busy. And this is the moment. This is when you're supposed to do business with other people on your same level and come together and combine and everything, and we all grow together.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask a similar question on what was the biggest aha from doing it just for your own music and yourself to when, the biggest aha that you got when you started, representing others as their business head?
Right. It's the biggest aha moment. When I was doing it for myself, I said I need to pay for everything. I need to provide I need to have somebody do everything for me, and I had to go get a photographer for my photos. I wanted to go get another engineer to master my music, someone to listen and mix it, and everything was about me and myself, and then the aha moment came at the same time. It's just like, I did it all for myself and paid for it for myself. It's all in a nice package. And I did it for myself. And then that was the end of it. That was the only aha moment to say, oh, I did it for myself. Not until recently where I had that other aha moment, and everything that I had done for myself, Mr. Sin, it had literally was what they asked for and what they needed for them to do business with me, And it was like, I should have, it wasn't like I wasn't doing it the wrong way. that little selfishness, that little self-perseverance that I had for myself, and an initiative I took for myself, it literally prepared me to work with someone else, because I had prepped and worked on myself so much so I can be presentable, so someone can believe in me, what I'm saying, you know, someone can vouch for me, so someone can validate who I am and what I'm able to do, because it was a selfish thing. And until that happened, it was like, oh no, I realized it's about us. It's about looking for people who are like me. You know what I'm saying? Not people who are going to be able to do stuff for me.
Right. All right. So finding your people, finding your tribe, and bringing them into your circle to be able to then, you know, make some other stuff happen.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Together. Yeah. Because I was, you know, doing it by yourself. It's really, it's mind boggling. It really is.
So, it's an interesting point, because when I talk with, especially when I do career coaching, you know, for folks, but, you know, when I'm talking to employers who are looking to hire, I talk about, you know, there are three things that somebody will hire you based on. You know, can you do the job? Will you do the job? And do you fit in? And most people think they're going to be hired for, can I do the job? Most companies hire for, do you fit in? So they know they can teach you how to do the job. They know that they can hold you accountable. So will you do the job? You'll either do the job or I'll hold you accountable. So I'm not worried about that either.
Right.
But do you fit in? And that's the thing they interview for, because I can't change that. You are how you are. But what they do know is your success is dictated or determined by how close your values fit with the organization or structure that you're in. And that's what I hear you saying is your aha was identifying it was more important to find those people who were like-minded and aligned with you to be within your business network than to find that they were the best this or the best that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's 100. That's right on the head.
And I think that's great, you know, info for people to hear and understand, because often that's, you know, what people are like, well, I need the best accountant. You know, I need somebody, you know what? Yeah. But, you know, the best accountant who could care less about you, or who doesn't have the same value set that you don't, or may give you completely different advice and you may never feel comfortable with, or comfortable around. You know, but folks who are like-minded, who think like you, who want the same things, who have the same values, the same beliefs. Yes, they need to be competent, but they don't necessarily need to be, you know, the objective best in those things.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, everything else becomes, you know, important and critical. Great advice. Great advice.
Yes, thank you for that question, because it's helping me regulate everything, you know, because, you know, I'm steady in the business and everything. And it was a powerful moment for me, is because I didn't get a check. I didn't get a big record deal. I didn't hit the lotto when I felt like I really made it. I can really do this. It wasn't when my captain said, you know, you can do better. You'll do way better out of the Air Force. It wasn't, you know, like when I was on stage and I had all type of different races clapping for me that I felt I can do it. It's when someone of the like mind and of like success offered me a contract, you know?
Right. Said, I want to work with you.
I want to work with you. And it's just like, but you're a 21-year-old underground record label who's been operating the hip hop scene for 21 years plus, and you got your full staffing. I was just looking for a record deal. I didn't want to be full-time managed, but because that's exactly what I wanted, because I didn't know what I wanted. You know what I mean? Until I realized and found out, oh, this is what I actually wanted. That's when it was such an aha moment. And it's like, oh, it's like that with every business industry, you know?
It's the validation, the moment where you feel like I belong.
Especially in banking, when it comes to the moving of money. It's this imaginary money being moved around. It's all nothing but validation and someone saying, yeah, they have money, you know.
All right. So talk about, and we're running out of time, so I'm trying to sneak in a couple questions here, or at least one. But talk about the trait, characteristic, or skill that you had all along that you found helped you the most in getting to where you are now?
Oh, by far, my strength and weakness all in one is my submissiveness. You know, it was being able, because coming from a military family, it's submission only.
Right.
You know, submission or dismission. You know, nothing, nothing else, nothing in between. But when it comes to that, it like that weakness part is me, that character trait, submissive. I sat down and I was able to submit and be okay with listening to people that made me uncomfortable. You know, because that end up them being able to get whatever they had off on their chest actually made them comfortable, which made me more comfortable. You know, so I submitted to the cutting my pride away when I was houselessness and going to the VA as a veteran and say, I need help. You know, I submitted to my situation, like how they say, submit, you know, to your religion, you're out of your religion, you know, just submit, you know what I'm saying? Like getting on your hands and knees is not a form of being broken down, and it's just submitting to the environment, submitting yourself to the moment of now. And it has carried on and has made me, I've been having that since I was a child. And that's how I had so many friends, because people were like, hey man, this dude listens. He actually, he's not a threat, you know, like, and that's what you want people, like I say, that whole word again, comfortable. Comfort is very it.
You know, that's powerful. I teach Sunday school in my church, and I did this whole thing with my class about submitting. And as people, but especially as Americans, and sometimes especially true as African Americans, that word submit carries some real baggage with it, right?
Yes, it does.
I was like, whoa, I'm not submitting. Who do you think? I'm not submitting to nobody.
Nobody,
right?
Absolutely.
But it's such a powerful thing that says it doesn't mean, you know, I don't have an opinion, I don't have a feeling, I'm less than, but it's understanding, you know, where, you know, knowledge and power, you know, is, and saying, I'm open to, I will be respectful of, I will, you know, deflect to, you know, this person, but you have to be, you know, careful. Careful, I think is the right word I want to use. Careful about who you're submitting to, because once you submit, what you're saying is, I trust that you have better information for me, and I'm going to use that, you know, to go what I want. But I think, you know, their thing about submission is really powerful. All right, we're gonna have to end it there. I really enjoyed the conversation. I know the folks out there have gotten some, you know, great insight from you. Tell people how they can get a hold of you.
Okay, you can get at me at Instagram at Typhoon Williams, all together. That's TYPHOON Williams, and that's all together. And the same thing on Facebook. You can Google me, you can LinkedIn me, you can email me, because all the information is there. I do respond. I'm a real person, and I don't have a fake account, so y'all will be okay.
All right.
Any questions, music, anything, if you need an open ear, I'm telling you, they can hold a lot, trust me.
All right. Well, Typhoon, again, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Look forward to, you know, hearing from you and talking with you again in the future.
Thank you,
and as we say, genius is common.
Absolutely.
I'll see you on the other side.
Absolutely. God bless, and take care of each other and love yourself.
Hello, I am Dr. Eric Kelly III, the visionary strategist and founder of the Black Business Olympics. I invite you to showcase your Black-owned businesses on the Black Business Network global stage. The Black Business Olympics is a global Black Business Network platform that propels Black-owned businesses into the international spotlight. By showcasing your business on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can reach a worldwide audience of potential customers, partners, and investors. You can also establish yourself as a thought leader and expert in your field, attract lucrative partnerships, and more speaking engagements. In addition, the Black Business Olympics platform provides a valuable opportunity to connect and collaborate with like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals from around the world. This can lead to new business opportunities, ideas, and relationships. Finally, by sharing your story and expertise on the Black Business Olympics platform, you can inspire and empower others. This is a powerful way to make a positive impact on the world and leave a lasting legacy. If you are a Black-owned business owner, I encourage you to seize the opportunity to showcase your business on the Black Business Olympics platform. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make an indelible mark on the world. Be one of the 1,000 visionary entrepreneurs who are changing students' lives, shaping industries, and leaving an unforgettable legacy for their families. Unleash your voice on our global stage and watch your business thrive. Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Yes, the entire world. Just give me a call today at 919-308-9090.